Yo, 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 what up? It's FKM broadcasting live from Studio 13. Today, I got some South Central legends, the South Central natives, coming straight out of South Central, V.O.T.G, voice of the ghetto, baby. What's up, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, can everybody please introduce themselves?
Let me start it off. Let's go this way. So I'm Little Silent, from the V.O.T.G group. Hey, appreciate you having us, man.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys.
Right here, I'm Little Trust from V.O.T.G, right here representing with the rest of the boys.
Yeah, it's your boy Fern Dog, right here with the homies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Big trust. Big shout out to FKN for having us right here, man.
Thank you guys for coming through.
Little Lobster. Salute my boy FKN, you already know.
Who we got over there? Who do we got over there?
This is your boy 750. Good looking out of camp for sure, you know? I mean, it's out here shit.
Hell yeah.
V.O.T.G members too. Shit, part of the team.
So man, it's Group of Ducks, man, producer.
T Beats in the house.
It's your boy Critical, man. Salutes. Everybody looking out, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, man, thank you guys for coming. I know you guys came a long, long way, dog.
I was all right. I wasn't too bad.
But I tell you what, man, it's very, very much appreciated and shit, man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, my boy, for having
we're
us.
humbled, man.
This is a long time coming. Am I right or am I right, dog?
Sure.
We bump heads before with you.
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
has been like 2 years in the making as far as, we from the first time we seen you to being here. And it's good because it shows the growth in both our camps, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes, sir.
How you got to where we're at now.
Yes, sir.
And then how we are here now.
Naturally.
It was very, very interesting what you said off camera. You said, like, when we all, because we're at Bozo's video shoot when we met each other, right?
Yeah.
And he said that it's a trip because we all still hadn't made our name yet and made our bones yet. We were barely
No
coming
lane
up.
yet. We didn't have a lane
exactly.
yet. Yeah, we didn't have a lane at that time, but we all had a vision. We all had a vision.
Yes, sir.
And the reason we were all there was because we were all on the same boat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We were all trying to figure it out, but we were there to support each other, which is,
Yes, sir.
which is the main positive thing out of that day. And you can look around at who was in that video shoot and who's still here now, you know? And
Yeah, hell
it says
yeah.
a lot.
Yes, sir. One thing I also wanted to say was that before this happened, people had been asking me to bring you guys on, right? And a lot of times what happens in our genre is that people don't reach out, dog, and they should. You know, sometimes people have to make a connection with each other, and they don't. And it should have happened. It should be one of those things. So I didn't want that to be one of these things. God forbid anything happened to any of us and be like, man, those guys never got together.
Regret it, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I said, fuck it, man. I'm going to reach out and ask, you know? You can't. Nothing bad happens by asking, right? So
no.
Can't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
exactly. Just thought I'd reach out and ask you guys, and I'm so glad you guys decided to come, dog.
Nah,
That's
man,
dope.
like, us, and I can speak for everybody because I see what everybody does on a daily basis, and we're fans of the music. We're fans of people that are doing their thing. Whether it's a podcast, we watch podcasts on YouTube all the time. Whether it's yours or the next man's,
Yes, sir.
A bigger artist or people, in our genre,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We do it because it's interesting, not, aside from the support, we do it because it is interesting to know what the next man's doing, especially in our genre, what they're, how they're doing in this game. And if even to help, if I need to reach out, me or anybody, because a lot of the people you've had on here, we're in touch with them, Yeah, so a lot of
Everybody
times,
intermingles, huh?
yeah, we intermingle. Us, we're really reserved, and I can speak for everybody because we are really reserved. We don't be out there that much like that, on social media and all that. Only when we need to promote something or whatever.
Yeah.
But we still reach out, in a DM and behind the scenes type things,
Yes, sir.
And me personally, as an older head, if let's say if I see somebody that or someone might reach out to me for some advice in this game or whatever, because I've kind of already been doing it for a few years. I can't say I've been doing it forever. I've been rapping since the 90s. Me speaking for myself. But this whole new era, digitalized, whole thing is like I just been doing this for a few years, a couple years. I'd say 2018, and I've learned a lot to the point where I can help a younger artist that might need some advice.
Yeah,
type
hell
shit,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man, it's like a cheat code because I watched you guys when you guys first came out and did the interview with Spliff and shit. You know what I mean?
that's
So
right. Hey,
that was way back when and
that's
shit, huh?
He
And he
even-
went to your guys' hood. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
That's
And you know
dope.
what's crazy?
Spliff, shout out Spliff D, man.
Yeah,
Cool
yeah.
people,
Yeah.
you know.
For
Cool
sure.
person,
Yeah, he
man.
loves,
show
he
love,
loves,
we show
loves to
love.
peek. He always shouting out loves to peek.
That's what's up.
He's a good person, though. I like his vibe. He's
Yeah.
good people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out Spliff D, man. TV.
Yeah, so with Spliff D, no lie, like when he reached out, it was when we came together to see what we can do, and when he started reacting to our videos, was way like I mean, we call it way back, but it was like maybe like what
Way- way
2017.
before the green screen.
Yeah,
Dog, that was a long time ago when you think about it. That's a fucking prison term right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he shows us so much love because we were already like like reaching out to each other before he was even when he had just a few hundred followers, or
Yeah, yeah.
subscribers. So that's why he feels like, hey man, y'all been reaching out from the gate.
Yeah,
know,
that's
and y'all
dope.
didn't care that
That's
I didn't
dope.
have no followers. Y'all were still you guys knew that I'm trying to build. You guys are trying to build. Same thing how we said earlier
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the Boza video. We knew that he was trying to build, and we knew what he was. He was reaching out to more Hispanic rapper, Raza rapper, however you want to put it, and we appreciated that from him. We're like, okay, that was the only platform at the time for us, for people at that time, and for him to reach out to us, I was, I was happy. Like I was like, damn, and he's, he's from another state.
Yeah.
So when people from other state hear your music and they feel like, hey man, I like you enough to have you on my YouTube channel, whatever. I feel, I'm humbled and I'm,
That's
appreciate
dope.
it.
That says
Can I
something
say
about
that real quick?
everybody.
It's
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
It's only so much people that step foot in the house that we grew up in, man. Spliff D was one of them people that stepped foot in our house, and he was there with us. You know
That's
what I mean?
dope.
He got to experience, like we showed him, we walked him into our house before our house got dropped because our house is like no longer there.
Oh,
the house that we
shit.
grew up in, like originally grew up in, that house got dropped.
That was
So-
where the interview took place?
No, that was a
yeah.
new spot.
Yeah,
Oh,
we took
okay,
them-
okay.
We took them
to the
on
abandoned
on
one.
a trip.
It
We
was
took them
already
on a
abandoned.
trip,
Yeah.
Oh,
we took them
shit.
to our house.
Yeah.
And we took them to Nipsey Hustle store, to the Marathon
Yeah, yeah.
store. So we took them on a trip.
Before he passed away.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that.
No shit, dog. That
before
is
he passed.
dope.
And you know what I
That's
mean?
dope.
Like, hey man, it was a trip, but it was like, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's cool. Like he was one of the few people that ever got to step foot in our house before it got dropped. And
So you
shout out
said
my boy
that
Spliff.
that you guys all grew up together. So you guys are
Yeah, we're
all family.
Yeah,
Everybody
we're all
in this
family in
motherfucker's
this house
family.
right here.
Right here.
Everybody here, we either grew up in that block,
Yeah.
or we're family, and we're all family. With just my boy 50 grew up across the street from us. My boy Critical, he grew up a few blocks away from us, you know, his whole life. So it's like,
Yeah.
but hey, shit, I mean, like this is what it is.
That is dope,
Yeah.
dog. So if you fuck with one of them, like literally, you gotta
Everybody
fuck with
else
all
grew
of
up
them.
in the
and
ghetto
shit,
right
dog.
there with us, like right there where we grew up.
Yeah,
Maple
that's
Avenue,
dope.
20. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's all love though, man. It's
Yeah.
all respects to everybody.
So how is everybody related right here? May I ask?
This is my brother right here, Big Trust.
Okay.
Little Silent, that's my uncle.
Okay.
Little Trust, that's my brother. Fern Dog, that's our far away. You know what I mean? That's my brother's girl's cousin. So
Okay.
Big Trust is girl's cousin.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
My boy 750, he grew up across the street from me his whole life. You know, my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
grew up in the apartments across the street from us. My boy V.O.T.G Productions is Fern Dog's brother.
And my
Okay,
godson.
okay.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
my godson from
Yeah.
back
Oh,
in
okay.
1998.
Okay.
I baptized
T
him.
Beats, T Beats.
Oh yeah,
that's my
you family.
cousin.
You family.
That's DJ B's son. That's,
That's
my
my nephew.
uncle's.
That's my
That's my uncle's. Right there, and then my boy Critical, you know what I mean? Grew up in Downtown, known as
Downtown
Downtown. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
boy, right? That's family, right
So
there.
you guys
now.
are like family,
You know what I mean?
family,
Yeah, we
dog. Yeah.
family.
Yeah, we you know what I'm saying, like we're pretty much locked in. We're, you know what I'm saying, we're vibe, you know, we're
Yeah,
good,
hell
we're
yeah.
good, you know. Aside from the music, it's
Shout
deeper,
out Big
deeper
Silent,
than
too.
rap. Yeah,
You know
my
what I
bro
mean?
Big Silent too. Couldn't make it though.
Artists in this too. You know what
He's
I
the
mean?
promoter. He's one of the
Promoter and
promoters.
artist. You know what I mean?
But Yeah, so just going back to the whole Spliff D thing, he was one of the first ones to give us an opportunity to come outside of our comfort zone.
How'd you guys feel at that time when you did that? Like, man, that's dope.
It was a
because
big thing, yeah.
For somebody else to recognize you, it feels good, huh?
Yeah, because we was to follow him already, so we thought he was, we knew that he was doing things and he was trying to do something bigger than what he was at the time. So it was like almost like us helping each other out,
Yeah.
We part that
Yeah,
up.
hell yeah.
We can roll blunts and smoke 'em right now?
Yeah, dog. He's like, oh, hell yeah.
Everybody been
He's
home.
like, let's go, dog. Yeah, dog. There ain't no underage motherfuckers right here, dog.
We gotta ask.
No, hell yeah. Hey,
Everybody
these
all
black
tense.
things are ashtrays right here. I don't know if you guys want one of those. Black things are
Hey.
ashtrays. and shit.
Hey.
Hey, can you give Trust one of those? Oh, here, I'll get one of those.
I'm gonna be real with you. We were in the van right now, and I handed out 2 ashtrays in the van.
Didn't even use them.
Tell me if anybody was using them.
It's all right. I sweep and mop and everything in this motherfucker,
Yeah.
dog. Everybody got happy right now, dog. Ain't we? Shit, I wish I had a couple pounds and shit.
Everybody
Like,
was
throw them
fucking out
around
10
and shit.
Like as soon as you fucking gave the green light.
Yeah, dog. For sure. Everybody be getting high in this motherfucker. Hell yeah. We might even have to open the door a little bit and let some smoke out and shit.
Yeah. Trust me. Hey, I don't smoke, but
Yeah, me
being around
neither.
these
Yeah,
guys, oh my god.
Hey, Silas, like, I be getting high and I don't even smoke.
I don't even
and shit.
smoke.
Hell yeah, dog. Everything for you
hello.
guys right here, dog. Everything you guys, anything you guys want besides my dog and my wife. You guys, anything else? You guys, it's all you. You need to spend the night, let me know.
What kind of dog you got?
Nah, it ain't a bad one. He's a mutt, dog. I just love that motherfucker, though. He was supposed to be a husky, dog, and then he's like this high, and he never grew, dog. I said, fuck, we paid for a husky. He ain't even a husky.
So my
and shit.
nephew right there, Big Trust, and Lokes the P, which is my other nephew.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
got in the dog game recently. Because we've had a pit, for years.
Yeah, yeah.
2016, whenever she was born, and just recently they decided to mix her up.
Oh, serio?
Right here is blessed already. It's already where it's got to be right there. It's staying right there.
Yeah. I know, it ain't moving this shit. Huh? That's gonna stay right there, dog. Hell yeah.
So they mixed the dog up and finally got like 12 puppies out of it. 2 of them passed away though, but it was a fat batch, 10. They ended up with 10, and
That's a payout right there.
yeah, you already know.
That's a payout right
You
there.
already
That's
know,
dope,
yeah.
dog.
But originally it wasn't, his dog. G Shark. That's
It
his
was
dog.
just your dog. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't mean to
He
do
didn't
all that
even want to
shit.
mix. He didn't want
He
no
was-
other.
he was-
Yeah, he was.
This fool was mad. Like, nah, man.
Don't bring no fucking dog over here.
Oh, yeah, before you do that, let me cover everything so nobody can see.
He didn't want no one to
Yeah.
see or nothing. He was real protective of her. He real protective of
She
her.
did that though, man. Her first batch, her first
She
ever
put some
having
nice
babies.
puppies.
She threw
Yeah.
nice babies.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Damn.
about Merles and motherfuckers.
Yeah. Now Lokes the P's like, bring the dogs in, let's go.
Now we in business. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Real
that's
big
it.
business.
Hey, nah, if it happens, it happens. Nah,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Nah, I know how you feel about dogs though, because I love my dogs, even though they're little mutts, they're little things, like, you love them motherfuckers, dog.
We gotta respect.
Yeah, they become
Yeah.
part of your family.
Yeah, hell yeah, dog.
You guys want to check that out? You can follow it at G Bullies.
G Bullies?
Yeah, you'll find
Damn, that sounds dope, dog. That's what's up.
Bullies.
Hey, there's money in the dog game, huh?
There is, man,
Ain't no
there
other
is.
choice. We gotta get the money, man.
Hell yeah.
It is what it is.
And it's legit. It's legit. I mean, the dog is his. You know what I'm saying? Might as well.
It is legit, and then we got papers for our dog.
That's dope, dog.
We ain't doing no bullshit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Some legit shit, huh? That's dope, dog. Can I ask you guys this? Where did it all start? Let's start from the beginning, dog. Where did everything begin?
I has to come from me. I have to take a moment then and so yeah, it's like this. In the
rewind
90s.
this.
He said, I gotta take a moment. You ready for this story right
So
now?
don't all the viewers, because they get mad because I talk the most, and they were like, "Oh, let everyone else talk." But it's like it started from me, so it's like
Yeah.
I have to tell the
yeah.
story. You know what I'm saying? I have to tell the story.
We
and,
just follow along with it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started from the uncles, but it started with
Yeah,
the
but
music.
what's-
It started with
yeah,
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about music. Everyone
Yeah.
else has their own story besides
Yeah,
the
well,
music.
we're gonna hear him, dog. I'm as long as your boy is cool right there, the recording, we're
As long
good,
as his
dog.
knees don't give out on him. There's a couch behind him. Gotta be standing up.
behind the camera.
Yeah, hey, we got a director's chair over there, dog. It's pretty high if you want to use it.
His
No,
legs
Daniel,
gonna, his leg gonna be swinging.
Nah, I'm saying because it's a little higher so he can see it if he needs to and shit. So how did it start with you?
It started probably the way, I don't know how old you are. I'm 42. But
I'm 30. Well, I'm gonna be 36 next month.
Okay, yeah, you're way younger than me, but I'm sure it started the same way as you. My brothers, they're older than me, so they would bump. This is the '80s, so they would bump a bunch of shit before rap, before gangster rap.
Oh man, come on, dog. Me and you are about to get down right now.
Hey, oh shit, yeah, all right,
We're start pop locking right now. Hell yeah.
Hey man, they filmed the first breaking. Remember breaking?
Yeah,
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
They filmed a part of that on our block. On
No
28.
shit.
Yeah, the
With
beginning
Turbo
part.
and Kelly.
Yeah,
and all
where
that,
Turbo's
yeah.
getting his money. There's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
piece that says breaking in the back. Yeah, so they did that. So we go way back to those times. I was
Yeah.
a little kid, but my brothers were already. They were kids too, or maybe tweens. Maybe 11, whatever age. I was 5, 6, 7, whatever it was. But so I was highly influenced by them. What they do, obviously, when you got older brothers, you all you do is follow them around, and or whatever they're listening to, you're listening to. So.
May I ask what they were listening to back then?
Oh man, before rap.
LL Cool J?
No,
Oh, they
even
were before that?
Yeah. Hey man, I remember them used to bump fucking
Planet Rock. It's the show. Yeah.
That's where the whole hip hop came about. But I
Yeah.
remember when they used to even bump like heavy metal and all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because a lot of old schoolers, dog,
Before
like,
that,
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, before all that.
Stairway to Heaven, all that
Yeah,
shit.
a lot of people don't know that, that before hip hop even came around into any people's homes, a lot of people were into, because MTV and all that, remember, like, they were bumping all that rock and roll. But besides that didn't influence me on anything. When they started bumping like that, how you said Planet Rock, and even besides like disco, I remember they used to bump disco, and what? That's influenced a lot. I mean, sample wise, you'd be surprised how many people sample that type of stuff. You just can't hear it enough, but they might be sampling a little bell or whatever.
If you know what you're listening to, you can hear it.
I know because I'm from those times, and I can catch, if I catch a little bell or a little sound, I know where it comes from. You can't fool me, I'm from them times. So as the times went on, the music changed, at least in my household, to where it got to rap. And originally it was mostly East Coast. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
you said,
Hell
LL Cool J, KRS-One.
Yeah.
Run
DMC.
Run DMC, Mando. Run DMC was rap. So they used to buy. I don't know if in your times they had the pirateria cassettes where they're not the original ones that cost $10. It's just a dude on a bike or in a corner selling fake tapes. For $2.
The Memorex ones with the little shit on them.
Yeah, just pirate tapes. Pirateria shit. So my bros be stacked up with all that, and then eventually NWA came in the scene. And as far as like something that was popping, and in them times already, like, gang culture in our area was already lit. Yeah. So what else to be the soundtrack?
You guys are in the heart of that shit.
Yeah. So what else to be a soundtrack to what was going on than NWA? And me as a little kid, I was highly like, man, I just couldn't wait to be grown enough to be a part of that, because I was looking at it, from my window, from the porch, whatever. But I was like, oh, this is popping. Like, like who turned out to be my older homies were bumping all that shit and, living their life out there. And I wanted to be a part of that. Yeah. But not really knowing that as I was listening to that music, it was really influencing me to want to rap without really.
Subconsciously.
Subconsciously, because you know how you bump as for me, I would be bumping and I'll stand in front of the mirror and pretend like I was really
that's
the person.
Everybody, dog. Yeah. If somebody said they didn't do that shit, they lying as fuck.
I can't even lie because they had me on. I used to record myself, and they clowned me for a little bit because I had the videos tucked.
Wait, now or back then?
No, now, because no one ever knew that I would do that. I'd do that on my own. A lot of people didn't know that I wanted to rap already at some point in my life until I finally came out. But I used to stand in front of a mirror singing "This Is for the Raza" by Kid Fire in 1990, a little ass kid. you know,
Yeah.
pretending like I was the one actually
Creasing up
rapping.
your pants and shit, huh? You get in the.
Yeah, so
Everybody does
yeah,
that, though.
so I'm looking at, you know, what the image in the mirror to me was the video in my eyes, how I
Yeah,
wish it was me,
yeah.
you know. So, you know, for some reason, eventually, maybe I'd say maybe like 2 years. Let's say like this, La Raza came out in '90. I'd say maybe 2 years later, 1992. I decided to, for some reason, just I felt that I can write my own. You know, I felt like I can rhyme something because you know, me going to school, I was always good at. You know, English class or whatever, where you know, you write your essays, you write, or they have you rhyming words, and I was always good at that, and I hated everything else. So I was like, I think I can write something, you know, like I think I can write something even at that age. I might have been like, you know, 13, 12, whatever that was. And I remember I wrote to Ain't No Sunshine by Kid Frost.
What is time?
Yeah, there was
Ain't
no
no
instrumental,
sunshine,
but
yeah.
at some point it breaks down where it's just like 4 bars worth of empty, no, just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beat. And I remember I wrote those 4 bars and I recorded myself on just something, you know, something
Do
real
you
quick.
remember the lyrics, though?
No, but I remember that it was based on my homie that had passed away at the time was Big Morro, and I remember the rhyme was "Yo no corro."
Yeah.
Rest in peace, my homie Big Morro, whatever,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But I was
that's
like,
dope.
I can write it. I mean, as long as I can get it and I can flow it and it'll land, and I did it on a tape recorder or whatever, and I heard myself, and that was it. When I heard myself, I couldn't believe. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
That's dope.
even it was the most basic recording, it just felt like amazing to me. Like, what the fuck? I just heard myself on a fucking cassette on a
That
song, you
is
know?
dope, dog. Yeah,
And then
you
that's
hardly
where it
hear
started.
stories like that.
Yeah.
That's so fucking dope.
Yeah.
dog.
So that's where it started. And then, but I left it alone, nothing major, because in those times is when I started messing around on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So I was more caught up on the street, you know, on that whole lifestyle, street gang lifestyle.
Yeah.
But one time I remember my pops passed away in those years. So my mom was going to Mexico. He passed away in Mexico. So my mom was going to Mexico back and forth, you know, fixing his dealings that he left behind and all that. And I would go with, she'd like, go with me, whatever. And I'll go, and it'll be so boring that I'll just be like, fuck, like, one day I just, I used to take my shoebox full of cassettes, you know, so I
Yeah.
can bump, you know, so I don't get bored. And one time I just say, you know what, I think I can write you know how I wrote those little 4 bars when I was in Mexico, bored as fuck. I said, I think I can write a full verse, you know, like, let me try it. And I did. And I held it there, and I wrote another one, held it there, whatever. No, nothing. I didn't know how to go about recording myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I just said, well, here they are, you know, whatever. But when I got back to LA, you know, like maybe months later, I remembered what I did when I was a kid with that Kid Frost song.
Yeah, yeah.
This was, you know, a year, 2 years before. And then I was like, well, let me try it, you know, let me try it again.
Is that way when you get like one radio playing the beat and then you record on the other one?
No,
and shit?
I mean, I remember those times, but luckily for me, that radio had a microphone. That first one had a microphone, like a little hole where you just speak to it.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You don't even have to connect the mic. It had a mic installed into it,
That's
and just a little
dope.
hole in it.
Yeah.
But when I decided to go again, my sister had a you know, a more modernized cassette player.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
where you do plug a mic. And I remember I was like, oh, right, you know what? I'm gonna go down the street where they sell the electronics and buy a mic, you know, $5 mic, whatever the fuck it was at the time. Plugged it up, checked it out, and recorded. And I was like, oh, it's on. Like, I'm gonna drop that one verse, you know?
Yeah.
Recorded it, and this is a trip out how I made my beat though. You know, they did have instrumentals at the time, but the beat I wanted to use, I didn't have the instrumental. So what I had to do was I had to get a piece, like, let's say, you know, you have the recorder, right? And then you have the cassette and then the tape you want to hear. So I'll let 2 bars play of that beat, record it, pause, rewind, 2 bars, boom, let it. So I was just piecing it together. I pieced the whole beat together. I mean, sometimes it wouldn't even land, but I was still
Riding that motherfucking beat like no tomorrow, huh? That's dope.
Yeah, so that was, you know, I did that, whatever, and you know, I was kind of embarrassed. Like, I was like, what if people don't like it? What if they think I sound stupid? But I think my sister was the one that heard me, and she's like, that sounds good, and pumped me up, and I took it to the hood, the cassette.
Yeah.
I played it for the homies, and I was like, fuck.
And
let's
what
see
year was
happens.
this?
This was in 1994, real
Damn,
early.
1994.
Real
dog,
early,
damn.
1994. And I'm going to tell you what, you were born in 94. Yeah. My sister, the day she heard me recording, she was pregnant. And I still remember this. When she heard me recording one of those songs, and I opened the door because I can hear someone outside, and I caught her. Oh, and she's like, that's like, that sounds good, like. And
Big
she
Trust
went,
started kicking and shit when you heard the fucking music and shit.
she had that fool that night. I remember that real well.
Serio?
Yeah, she had that fool that
Oh,
night.
it
He
was
don't
meant
know
for
that.
you to be,
He don't know
dog.
that. Yeah, he don't know that, but I remember it because I
Hey,
have a good
Trust was
memory.
pop locking in that motherfucking
Yeah.
stomach, huh? He was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope, dog. That's
Yeah,
dope.
so that's pretty much the origins of how I started rapping. And as soon as the homies heard it, obviously because I was gangbanging on the track, they're like, oh shit, that boom, and they supported, they pumped up to make another one. And from that point on, I just started recording myself every now and then. So from a span of 1994 to 1998, I would just record. I mean, I was still out on the street, but
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
I was home, I would record a song, based on what I was, going through, or we're not going through, but just on some gangbang stuff, pretty much.
Yeah.
And obviously, the homies was feeling it, and then, it accumulated to probably about, in that 4-year span, probably about 20 songs, 20 something, 22, 23 songs, and then. Without me even trying to accumulate songs, just me putting songs for the homies, for the homies, for the hood, and then that was it, But in '98, I went to jail. I caught a case in '98, and that was a wrap for me. I didn't come out till 17 years later.
Damn.
Yeah. But that tape was left behind.
How many songs was on there?
When they end up accumulating all songs together for like a complete mixtape, was like 20 22 songs or something like
Probably
that.
like 25.
And then you guys got the tape from there?
There were a lot of them weren't even born. He wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
He grew up. Well, he was born, and then he was born into that tape. So
Yeah, cause I used
you
to
can move it up to you.
I used to my uncle Big Silent, he used to have a PlayStation, a PlayStation 3
That's
at
my
the time.
brother.
That was
Yeah.
when they barely came out, like the brand new ones.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of CDs, like some of them were brand new, but a lot of them, like all of them were like 90s gangster music,
Mm-hmm.
So I used to tell him like, hey, like let me download all this music to your PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I would do that, and so like I probably had a few CDs, like, probably like 2 CDs of him, and then my brother Big Trust, he had a MP3 that he bought off homie, and on it had some songs that we didn't have of Little Silent that were old.
Mm-hmm.
So I just downloaded all that. Right
No
there,
shit. He gave them to you guys and shit?
Yeah, we just had them right there.
That's dope, dog.
And we just been, we were bumping them, throughout the years. Just kept going with that right there, and then throughout the years, some of us wanted to rap too, so we
Same
just
way.
kept going.
Yeah. Without unconsciously was influencing them to become.
Them excuse me, them CDs though, if they were around, they weren't around like that because they, like.
Yeah,
When we did make copies, it would go fast. You know what I mean?
Everybody
my
want
uncle,
them
like
shits?
big DJ was a big puppet. I mean, big DJ B, that fool. Yeah, whatever he did, they'll go by, and it was only a certain amount you'll make. But like there was always some that were there, but they were like
It was
it'd
a
be
hot
rare,
item.
and then they wouldn't let those go for a reason. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you had them, it was because you saved them. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Some
you guys
people-
still
but-
have them now? Like,
Oh yeah. There's some like.
oh,
right
you
there
know
on
how
the
much money you
display.
make, dog?
Besides
We
that-
got one. We got one of the main ones on the vitrina and shit, right there in the studio, in the Ghetto Life studio. So
So it's like this. Let me real quick.
Yeah.
A lot of people they ask me like, hey, you should remaster that shit, or you should make. Cause look, it's like this. You know how you say, hey, you guys, doing your thing right now, but in reality, 100%, like number wise,
People
streaming
bump
wise,
that
they
old school
bump my shit from the 90s, and it sounds crusty as fuck because it was recording a cassette in a tape player with a $5 mic, and it survived to this day on SoundCloud, YouTube, thanks to
Still-
YouTube,
Still be bumping.
and they're
That's
the
cool.
highest streamed, even against V.O.T.G.
No shit.
Yeah. It's my shit. My '90s shit is the highest stream. But it's the thing is that there's no way I remaster that shit. Like, I mean, not unless it's a professional.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah.
But look, dog, let me tell you, I got a marketing plan for you right now. Whenever somebody buys an item from your store, you give them one of those
Yeah,
singles,
yeah.
One of, like, burn them all like singles and shit. They buy an item from your store,
Yeah.
you slide them a CD of one of the old songs.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
That would be dope,
Because you
dog,
can
know?
remaster it up to a point
you
where it sounds
mentioned that.
decent
Yeah.
compared to
It's
what
gotta
it
happen
originally
now.
was.
It's gotta happen.
Hell yeah, but you know
That's
what?
a
Just
good-
let them hear the rawness of it, though. Like,
Yeah.
that was
Oh.
back then.
Well,
like, in my head, I would want to
appreciate
hear
the rawness of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like,
look, that this
naturally.
is the way I see it. The people, there's some people that would love to bump it, because the only reason they want to remaster is I want to bump it in my car. But if I play this shit, it'll fucking destroy my bass, you know. So they're like, but I still bump. I don't give a fuck.
You know
So-
what, dog? It's you would have to listen to it. Like me, I would listen to it and just
Yeah.
like to listen to it and imagine you rapping back then.
Yeah, okay,
You know what
that's
mean?
where I was getting at. Like, the way I see it is that my music, my '90s shit, it don't matter how crusty it sounds. It's like a time machine.
Hell yeah.
It's a time machine. It takes people to those times, and I wasn't. Like I said, I was underground. I don't even consider myself underground. I was just a gang bang rapper.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like that was just me making tapes for my homies.
Yeah.
I wasn't connected to nobody, label, nothing. That was just me recording on my sister's tape
Yeah.
deck, you know. And eventually, my brother bought a DJ, and I started recording his DJ and this and that. So it started getting a little bit clearer. Some of the later songs, the stuff from 97, 98, before I went to jail, started sounding a little bit more clear than the 94
yeah.
shit, you know?
Yeah.
Because I was using like a DJ system and whatnot, and it was sounding a little better, but I would never like re-record it because it's not the same. Like
Keep it the way it was,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. I understand.
Look
the
at what it
whole-
made, dog. It made these bottles right here,
pretty
dog.
much, yeah, because they're highly influenced, each and every one of them. Even the homie Critical that he grew up. He didn't grow up in the neighborhood. He grew up, a couple miles down, but he
Grew up
still
with that music
he
right
still know he still was like, yeah, I used to bump your shit
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's
So
dope.
it's almost like it's a hood classic. Me thinking it was just a hood classic, but it turned out it was a city classic. And when I went to prison, when I started being in prison and meeting dudes, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm Lil Simon, from the ghetto. He's like, you the one that raps? What the fuck? Like, how you know that? We got your tape.
Damn.
All right, but it's
that's
like,
dope.
well, I'm like, okay. I'm thinking like, oh, they're probably from the area, because I already knew that I was, already a hood star in the area. In my city and in my section. But these fools were talking about I'm from I'm a homie, but I'm from San Jose or I'm from Stockton.
Damn, that's far to travel,
At them
especially
times,
back then, dog.
This is without the internet. This is actually someone traveling with your tape in their pocket.
Yeah, hell
over
yeah.
there.
Hey, I want you guys to know I'm not coughing because I'm sick or anything. No, my lungs are really sensitive to smoke and shit. Keep smoking though. Keep smoking. I like it. So,
That's the only way you're gonna keep these guys calm. Or
no,
they're
that's
gonna
good,
start
dog. I
twitching
tell
and shit.
everybody that. I just like it because I used to smoke cigarettes and then my fucking lungs got all fucked up, my throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so not to be going on and on, but that's just the how it all started, and then like I said, I did a stretch. So I was writer's block for a minute, like I'm like thinking like what the fuck, like I'm stuck with. Why should I even write? Doesn't matter. I got a damn lifetime to do in here, So, but when I met that guy, which was let's say 98, 99, 2001, I say 4 years into my term when that guy told me, hey, we got your tape over there, up north. I was like, shit. I mean, that shit caught my attention. Like, well, how'd you guys get it over there? Hey, well, the homies from LA came up, they brought it, and that shit, they
somebody had it.
Yeah, they were like, that shit's
That's dope.
No, but they're only gonna do that when they like something. You ain't gonna do that just on some random. They were like, that shit was fucking up. That shit was some gangster.
No matter
shit,
what,
you know?
you just getting hurt in San Jose. That's dope, dog.
Yeah, but they were like, that was some gangster shit. So it's like, I mean, shit, that shit's bad. Like that shit, we
Hell
fuck with
yeah,
it.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Before we move on,
Yeah.
I want to ask you this question. back when you gangster rap first hit the scene, what was more of an impact to you and in your area? Was it NWA or Ice-T?
No, not Ice-T. NWA. We were listening to Ice-T,
Uh-huh.
but
Ice-T came first, right?
yeah, he had the I'm Your
6 in the
Pusher.
morning.
No, that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
and then he had a song called I'm Your Pusher.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a a dope dealer song and
Yeah,
shit. You
yeah.
know, of course that appealed to the dope dealer at the time, but NWA appealed to the gangbangers. You know, the ones
So
that were on the street.
that hit more?
Yeah, that
At that time?
Yeah, that was. I mean, there's so much shit that people used to listen to, but that influenced people to either, people that end up rapping.
Yeah.
They're all gonna tell you they was that.
Yeah,
People that
okay.
that are my age probably, and then but no lie, this was in I say 88, 89 when they came out NWA, but in 90 when Kid Frost, when Mellow Man Ace,
Yeah, hell yeah,
when-
Mentirosa and all
yeah,
that shit.
Mentirosa, when Lighter Shade of Brown, which
Yeah.
came out I think in 91, Proper Dose came out in those times.
Fuck yeah.
That shit blew my mind because now I
It's
thought
One of Us?
now it's One of Us, and now I feel like now I really can really be accepted in this because here these Mexicans
that
or
look
Hispanics,
like me that are doing the damn thing,
now
yeah.
so now I'm like okay, yeah, now I'm more excited about
Hell
it. You
yeah.
know? So yeah,
That's dope.
that was I cannot tell you initially my influence was gangster rappers, which was NWA, but when they came out, I can't take the credit away from them. They influenced me to feel like I can do it as a Mexican,
That's dope,
Yeah.
dog. That's dope. Now, with that said, how did it come? Who's older? Big Trust is the oldest? Out of all the younger generation?
Yeah.
So, were you the one that ushered in and started
He
like
was,
listening?
It was
to
actually
Silent?
It was I went along with his music and stuff, but it was actually my little brothers.
Oh, the one that starts spitting first, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, serio?
Los to P, yeah.
Did you show them Silent's tape and shit, or
Well, we
you weren't
kinda-
really
we-
feeling it? Be honest, dog.
Nah,
be
we
honest.
We grew up
We
together
grew
with
up-
it.
we
Yeah,
grew up
together.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
like Little Trust, that he was the youngest, so it's me and Little
Yeah,
Big Trust.
Well, we always grew up.
We was more together. Like whether if he was more with the gangbang shit or whatever,
Yeah.
he would like he was more like when it came to like real gangster shit. This
Yeah.
motherfucker was the one that was G'd up,
Okay,
already
okay.
creased up.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was in the street, and when I tried to follow, this motherfucker was like not letting me go. With
You
him,
were having it,
So
Trust?
this fool was the one that would make me. But at the same time, we'll fight. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
shit. But as in like music shit.
yeah, we grew
up together with that little
well,
silent shit.
That's dope.
And as in music, Spencer, I always like we always sang his shit, but like I had a more of a memory to sing this full shit.
He
Little
has a
Silent
good
shit.
memory. He remembers
And I
lyrics.
sang it a lot more than anybody else. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
seen in the interview that Trust was like, I think it was Trust. It was you or Loke, but one of you guys said like everybody has their favorite rapper, and they were like, Silence our favorite rapper.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a little
was that
silent,
you?
a
That was
little
you that
trust.
said it? Like that was
A
dope.
little
Though.
trust.
That
Yeah,
was
it's
dope.
true though. Like that's how
He
they
even
feel.
did a song for Little Silent. He did a song about my favorite rapper. On I don't know if it was your album or it was just
Nah,
a
it's just
single.
out there.
We put it on the
YouTube, you know,
on a YouTube video, yeah.
Okay.
But it was like a little single, and it was a badass song. Like to me, like as in for me and as in for the brothers and family, I feel it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like damn, like I hear that song and it's like talking about my favorite rapper, like
So
and
how
it's
that
Little
shit?
Silent.
So
yeah.
how did it happen? So you and Trust started rapping, right?
No,
Lil-
that
yeah,
fool.
Big Trust was gangbanging,
Real
right?
quick, let me
Big Trust
say
was
this real
gangbanging.
quick. That fool, they without me even thinking that nothing.
Yeah.
And even when that happened, I didn't think. I was just like, oh, that's crazy. But they brought this fool to visit me in early 2000s. In the early 2000s, right?
How old was he?
He had to.
Probably
was-
like 8,
yeah. He was small. You know, he was.
You're
real
talking
small.
about Loke or Trust?
Yeah, low.
Okay.
Yeah, low. And then he was little. You know, and he was right there, and he was excited to see me, and and he's like, Tio, hey, I know your song. Which one? That one. And there was one of those tongue like the
You gotta
Fast
rap.
one?
yeah, like
yeah,
them
yeah.
a Bone Thug shit, the
yeah,
double
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And this fool, he's he started fucking flowing
Every
for me at
word?
visiting.
Every word.
Well, I mean,
That's
he didn't know. He was little, so a lot of words he didn't know them.
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
was just creating his own sound,
Yeah,
whatever. But he was what he knew. He knew, you know.
Yeah.
But he was
Were
like,
you tripping out?
yeah. But he was landing every syllable.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
whether the word was what I said or not, but he was like,
He knew what it was. Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like, it was just him and my mom, you know, his grandma.
Yeah.
And then yeah, my mom was tripping out. I'm like, this fool, you know, like what the
She's
fuck?
like, hey, wait, where the fuck that come from?
But he was
Yeah.
singing one of my
Tripping out,
songs. Yeah, he was
wow.
singing one of
Yeah,
my
that's
songs.
crazy. That's
Little as
crazy.
fuck, little. And I was like, oh shit, like, hey fool, like in my mind, I'm like, hey, wait, you got it, like
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
rap, fool, like you
That's
can rap.
tight. That's tight.
But who I didn't know at the time. I didn't think because even at that time I was still writer's block. I still hadn't really broke out of my shell to start writing again. So I was like, hey fool, like I did that's the wrong way.
That
you know?
shit's dope.
Yeah.
It's always the young ones, huh? Did they catch it? Like you caught it like
No,
silent,
yeah, 'cause
then
I
it
felt
went
like-
down the low, and then it went to you.
Excuse me, my boy. Where the name really started, though, it really came from Little Silent. Like,
No,
the
for sure.
V.O.T.G name came from Little Silent.
Oh, tell
And
me
he
about
came
that.
out.
Tell me
That's what
about
I'm trying
that.
to tell you that. Yeah, we might have all had a little stilo. We wanted to rap. We all rap. We all had a style. We all put in a work, but we never made it so serious to. It was never
this started
serious
happening.
as
Everybody started
as
doing-
Little Silent came until Little Silent came out, because when Little Silent came out, he told her, like he said, he told us before, we're gonna get out,
he'll get out,
we're gonna
yeah.
make it serious, but
Were you guys all looking forward to that?
oh,
like he's
man,
gonna get
he-
out and do it?
Not
Okay.
yet, for sure, for sure.
He-
But they was, excuse me, the thing was that, damn man, when it came to it, like we knew that once he came out, it was gonna be on, but we never knew it was gonna be a name for us.
Yeah.
We never knew V.O.T.G. We never knew that name.
Yeah,
we never knew.
You guys never had a name or nothing before that by any
hell
chance?
no.
Like nobody, you didn't
We
call
were just
yourself
somebody
anything?
from the hood. Like we knew.
It all happened when I got out, but they released some stuff before I got out. They released a couple. They released a
Little
couple
SoundCloud
videos. Yeah.
stuff.
It seems like it was
videos.
renegade. Like everybody was doing something and here and
Yeah,
here. You
that's
get
what it
out and
really
put
was,
together, huh?
because around that time, T Beats, he was doing beats. We had bought a beat machine, right? And,
Uh-huh.
we had a shop at the time. My uncle DJ B
50.
Ghetto Lifers. He had a store, and right there, we used to my cousin T Beats. He used to produce right there. He used to make beats and stuff.
What was you producing on? What were you producing on?
Got the mic.
Got the mic right there.
I
Playing.
was doing on iMachine for a little bit.
Oh, serio?
They stole our fucking laptop
Yeah.
and they went all bad.
No shit. No, you probably had a gang of shit on there, huh?
Yeah,
We've
they had a
been,
lot
we've been
right
through
there.
ups and downs, dog. Through all
Man.
I lost hard drives before too.
No
recorded
shit.
music on it,
Yeah,
you
we've been
know,
through ups and
stuff like
downs.
that.
Took a few laws within, whether it was a something where our music was in, a device where our music was in, or our laptop. There was 2 different or 3 different, or maybe a few more that they took from us, or you know what I mean?
man, that shit
on some,
sucks.
like disrespectful shit, whether it was for that or
But we
just
just keep
its
going.
own reasons. Yeah, but
Yeah,
hey, no,
yeah.
man,
It made
that
us
don't
better.
mean- yeah,
It made us
Yeah,
better.
makes
nah,
you-
yeah,
Hey,
it makes you want to
you
go
can't
harder.
depend on that
Hey,
shit.
everything you guys
can't.
do is in house right now?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
everything, like you
in-house.
guys have the producers and shit?
I produce too.
We got-
That is
No, so let me
dope.
break it down from T Beats, which is my nephew, was one of the first producers from the story we're just telling
Mm-hmm.
before I got out. So he's a producer now. Well, I mean, he's been a producer, but he, officially a V.O.T.G producer.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my godson, Root Productions, is our producer. He's a
Mm-hmm.
V.O.T.G producer. Fern Dog, which is he's a rapper now for the group, but he started producing.
Oh,
When I got
shit.
out, he was a producer. Well,
Oh, okay.
when we formed the group, he was a producer for the group. He wasn't actually an
Okay,
artist.
okay,
Now
got you.
now he's one of the more popular ones,
Yeah.
but artist rapping and
Fucking
stuff because he
Lil
has.
Nate Dogg.
He's
yeah,
young too, huh?
He has melody.
You're younger than everybody?
Nah,
I'm like 20. I'm 20.
Oh shit, you look like the youngest, dog.
They're the youngest right
Don't
there.
let
They're
the
the youngest.
Them two right here?
Them
Got
two
a
right
baby
there.
face.
yeah.
I'm the youngest one. He's 1 year older.
Men,
than
men
me.
just got the
But
same
they're the
birthday.
youngest one.
Oh, okay, no
He's
shit.
1 year older.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You guys sound like twins right now.
they're talking same words.
Talking at the same time and shit.
So pretty much, the group when we drop projects, they're the ones that produce the projects.
Those are the men right there behind the
Yeah.
fucking
And I
man.
forgot to
Behind the boards.
I forgot to mention
Like-
he's one of the original artists from the group as a
Behind
rapper,
the
but
boards.
he's a producer as well.
Damn, you guys got everything you guys need in the group.
Hey,
dog.
luckily we all brothers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hell
and
yeah.
we consider all of us brothers. We ain't nobody's brother. No,
Can I ask
nobody
you
else.
guys a question? Is there a lot of bickering and shit since you guys are brothers and shit?
Nah,
Or you guys are those brothers that are like
We got a
everybody's
limit,
cool?
dog, and if we do it, it's only one-on-one, and ain't nobody should know what goes down right there
Damn,
behind
that's
boys.
what's up. That's the realest shit I
that's
heard
what
in a
it
long
is, you know what I
time. That's
mean?
what's up,
Yeah,
dog.
like I was telling you, that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But behind the music, like of course everyone has bickering as in family. But behind the music, of course, every now and then, if someone like, but we rarely any problems with the music because we know everyone knows what to. When you step to the mic, we know what to expect from you.
Yeah.
So everybody just comes and does their thing. I mean, if it's concerning the music, I mean, nothing. We've been doing it already so long together. And that
we know each other.
Yeah, we know each other. We
Yeah,
have
that's dope.
patience. We have patience for each other.
Yeah,
Like we don't be like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, sometimes we play around when we high as fuck.
Yeah,
Like, hey, wait, no mames, wait.
That's part of the posse, man.
Yeah.
There's
It's
always
dope.
gotta be
It's
some
dope
type of-
because like Trust is talking and then Loke's like, oh man, my bad, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Like
Now, we
instead of
always-
being a dick, you guys are being polite to each
Now
other,
we- Even as like we're brothers, we still be polite to each other.
Yeah,
but
that's dope,
when we
dog.
get reality,
That's
be like,
dope.
get the fuck out.
A little things right here and there,
Yeah, no,
it
that's
don't
dope.
hurt, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like
dope, that's dope.
that's with
Yeah,
respect, and that's
but
what
no
we try
lie,
to train
when
each other
we were
with.
small, we couldn't stand
Oh
each other.
no! Hey, my boy. Hey, me and this fool thought we fought like
We used
ugly.
to.
We,
You too?
me and him
Yeah,
used to fight ugly, my boy. We
serious?
were the worst fighters,
Like
fool.
bleeding,
Well, I cried now, but we kept fighting.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
you guys got older, like man, we ain't do nothing but fucking
hey.
each other up, huh? Let's just stop.
Nah, man, not
It
even
got
that
to the
though,
point
man.
where
Like,
right
I don't
now,
want to
I
hurt my
love this
brother. I love my nigga.
Yeah.
I don't care
'Cause you know
whatever
he
he
can
did,
fight,
nigga.
huh?
That's my
He can
nigga. I
fight.
love this nigga to the death for me, fool. You know.
Hey, he
I don't
can
want to
fight.
fight. I don't want to make nothing bad with my family. No, we need each other, my boy. And we
That's
need
what's up.
homies. We need friends. We need anybody that's on our team, homie. We need everybody.
Hell
dog.
yeah,
And
dog.
it's only right. We have all the love we can get. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like you gotta understand that there's you know what I mean. Shit comes. You can act like it's love, but it's really not love. So
Yeah,
you better
yeah.
watch out too. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
hell
Don't
yeah.
just get fooled, my boy, because you
That's
will
very
get
true,
fooled.
dog.
So-
Very, very true.
so be aware that all love it ain't good love. That shit's just being no, nigga.
But you know what? It resonates. Luckily that we grew up together and we have that, like I said, that patience, that love for each other. That we've been together already for. We started in 2015 when I got out, so it's 6 years already.
How did
right?
it happen? You got out and you got like pulled everybody together. You guys had like a junta
I want to
and
mention
shit?
a little. I wanted to mention that a little bit earlier, but it's basically the way it kind of like just like came at us like out of nowhere was Little Silent was doing his album, and he had one track that he wanted me, the other homie, and my brother Lokes that we
I was
jumped
fresh
on
out.
it.
Yeah, I was fresh
Yeah, and on his verse, he was recording it. We was all there. We was all in the moment, you know, whatever. And we was hearing him say it, and he said, "V.O.T.G, I bet you hate us." And then he was like, "Hey, you know what's V.O.T.G?" Yeah, like we was all right there, like we was just all thinking, like what could that shit be and shit, you know? So we was just like, nah, like that's us right there. We the voice of the ghetto, you know?
That's
That's
dope.
us right there.
That's dope. Save that for the motherfucking documentary, dog.
no,
That'd be
yeah.
dope.
Oh, yeah. You'd be
That's gonna
surprised.
be
It's
one
already-
of those moments.
It's already
That
in the
is
works.
dope, dog.
Not
And
even
then
in the
since
works.
then, you guys all agreed like that's what it is.
Yeah, everybody.
Was
should-
everybody in this room?
That's what it is.
It was no contract. You know what a hood contract is? The nod.
That shit,
yeah.
naturally.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
homie, you riding with me or what?
We didn't say nothing. That's all it was. Right there. We didn't say
You know what I
nothing.
mean?
Just
We riding together now.
But you know,
life was there.
That's
yeah,
what's
but
up.
right here.
it was because me when I was busted, I was still trying to see how can I incorporate everybody, you know, like because everyone's telling me, hey, I can do this and I can do that and I can do this. And I'm like, shit, you know, for years I thought it was just me.
Did you guys had it planned already? Like right
no,
when he
me-
gets out, we're all
You
getting
know
together.
nothing. You know nothing's planned, my
He
boy.
did that.
Hey,
Nah,
shit.
He planned it. He just popped it out on us.
You
right
had
there.
nothing but time, huh, dog? He was like, man,
He
I
just
got
popped
this
it
shit
out on
going.
us.
You might have a vision,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the plan is like
Can we
the
put it- can we
plan?
bring
Let's
it?
see if it goes down. We might
Yeah.
have so many plans. Is
yeah.
it gonna go down? Now we got a
Exactly.
few plans.
You're right about that
We got
one.
a vision. How many visions you got? What's the vision? Did it go down? The vision went down. The vision
Yeah.
is going
Well,
down
well,
in
credit-
a beautiful
yeah,
way, homie.
credit to
Si Dios
everybody.
quiere, you know what I mean?
Everybody
With-
I can
deserves
have
credit,
a
dog.
yeah, I can have a vision, but is it gonna? Is
gonna
everyone
happen,
around me gonna really
Yeah,
come
yeah,
together with me? You
yeah.
know, and they did. Luckily, everybody played their part, played their position. He's like, I can rap, and I can also make beats. I can make beats. And when the 750 and Critical came on the team, they knew they played their part, and it was lovely. It came together. And to this day,
Now you guys
yeah.
are strong as fuck, dog.
Yeah, to this day, yeah, and
We trying. We
Yeah,
trying.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No,
I
you
mean,
guys got it, dog.
Yeah, there's obstacles in a way, but we as individuals that know that been through this shit, like I mean, we all been through stuff in our life, and
Yes,
we
sir.
know how to get over that hump or go around it, however it goes, and then a lot of groups don't last because there's always a little tension,
bumps and shit.
Jealousy, yeah,
but
yeah.
us.
Us too, they're
yeah.
not family, you know.
Yeah,
They ain't
we-
Yeah,
like
that's
us.
true. You guys got to stay with each other no matter how much you guys fucking.
So that's why we're, like I was telling you earlier and off camera, like that's why we're really reserved, because when you start, like, let's say we do have a small issue between us that has nothing to do with music or nothing. If you ever put it out there where people know about it, they instigate it and make it worse. When you could have just kept it yourself and you can work it out, and guess what? No one can even ever get involved because it was between 1, 2, A and B, and that's it. It's done. Like any other issue with anybody, like we can have issues with your pals or your mom. Eventually, it's gonna be all outside
Yeah,
love. It was just
yeah.
a misunderstanding or disagreement. But hey, man, every human is entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, hell yeah. How did you guys? What do you
boy,
guys
hey, you
think?
need that off a little bit, low key. It's a little
What?
too thick for you.
The smoke.
No, hell no.
sure?
Dog. Do what you gotta do. Yeah,
I'm
dog.
sorry. I'm
Hell
just
no.
saying,
I
I'm
want you.
trying-
I'm
we're
good,
little-
dog.
we're little heavy Nah, because I smoker, mean, yeah. it
These
gets thick
fools are like
sometimes,
old
I
men.
just want to
No,
make
you're
sure
good,
you
dog.
straight.
I'll crack
we
the
can
door in a
turn
little
this shit
while.
off,
If
you know?
anything,
I'm trying to
we're
tell
good.
these fools to turn it off
No,
already.
no,
you
you're
know?
good, dog.
Pretty
Hell no,
strong
smoke as much
Hey,
as you want.
I go to the studio with a nice ass, clean ass throat.
Oh, yeah.
By the time I'm
We heard
fucking,
what I'm trying to
yeah.
say. You know?
I complain
No, you
sometimes.
guys
Hey,
good,
I
good.
complain.
Good.
Because it
Me and
gets
him in the
like that,
studio,
you
but
know?
the studio, like, we have it foamed up too,
Yeah,
you know, so
yeah.
it's all boxed in, you know.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
close the windows when we record.
Yeah.
But sometimes,
When
like,
we're
we do our
deep,
little,
yeah.
we have our radio show too, you know, so sometimes we chill. And we record
more
that too,
beer,
you know.
man.
And I, like me, you know, I like to smoke, you know. So when I got time right there too, you know. So I roll my little blunt, I smoke, and you know he's recording while I'm smoking, you know. So that
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
like, you know, it fucks with him
No,
too,
it
you know?
affects my throat. Like
Yeah.
I start getting real raspy, and yeah, it sounds good sometimes. It sounds, raw, rough. When I hear it, I'm like, okay, it sounds cool. But when I'm going through it and it hurts, and I'm like, oh, god damn, like, hey, homie, open a window or something, like this is.
Yeah.
You want me to crack that for
No,
you?
no, I'm good because I'm not recording. I'm not really rapping or
Yeah.
nothing.
So what is the song that you guys think, or not even the song, like when and how did you guys start getting recognized? Like, is there a point where you guys are like, man, this shit starting to take off?
There was one song that low key, like, at the moment, we were barely starting. He was fresh out, and we recorded it. All of us, like, at my grandma's house, the one we was talking to you earlier before, I think off camera. But we were recording in that house, you know, with the mic I bought or whatever, and we recorded the song. It's called "It Was Been Here." We all did our verses or whatever, and
Hey, can you handle sir for?
and then after I'm not too sure how long after, but we did our video and all that. And that video, it was like, that's the video that we were kind of known for at the time, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Until after, you know, we probably did. I'm not too sure what after, but that video was the one that kind of put us out there a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Hey, before Silent got out and you guys were making music, were you guys making noise in the neighborhood? Like, were you guys
yeah.
starting to get known and shit? Like, popular?
We were letting, like, as in within us
His little-
and
their
our
little
homies
circle.
from
Yeah,
the
just
area,
a circle, yeah.
the homies from the hood or whatever.
Mhm.
Like, they knew what we were doing. You know what I mean? They
That's
knew
dope.
a little trust. they knew the homie.
Yeah, cause I
You know
used to
what I mean?
put
The
a lot of
homie
little
was doing it.
SoundCloud. I used to put a lot of little SoundCloud music out. You know, sometimes here and there. You know, some of it was produced by Fern Dog or Root Productions. But you know, we used to put music out there sometimes,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
we used to put it on the Ghetto Lifers page too. You
That's
know,
dope.
sometimes.
Sounds dope for
Talking
sure.
as far as the producers, did you guys like when you guys first heard them? Did you guys believe like what did you guys think about it when you guys first started hearing it and shit? Like what was it that made you? You can pick up the microphone if you
Yeah,
can.
let
What was
Ruth.
it that made you guys believe in it and shit, dog?
Put it closer.
No, he got it. It's recording on a separate one.
Yeah, you're good.
I started with 50 actually. He actually brought it in the FL studio with my house.
So you and 50 started together?
Nah, I think he started with my older brother.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, 50 brought that along at the FL studio.
Uh-huh.
And then my brother was producing, and I took over, and then Root took over that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So
You
real
guys can
quick-
share the other
Yeah,
mic.
so real quick, although they did listen to my music and everything else, they started in their own on their
Yeah,
own.
just doing beats. Like, just doing beats.
Oh, serio?
Just doing beats.
Separately
like, no
from
rapping.
how what they
Yeah,
were doing.
everybody had their own little
Oh, yeah,
start
yeah.
on
Just
it.
my
Okay.
my older brother, he was the one who was just like freestyle. Or trying to,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No,
And
they
I was
had.
pumping up the beat production.
I remember,
dope.
and it was either my boy Cesar or my boy fucking Earn Dog, my
Yeah,
boy
they-
Earn
they-
Dog,
they-
not Fern Dog, Earn Dog.
Earn
Yeah,
dog.
Earn Dog, yeah, his bigger brother, yeah. And my boy, that fool, he used to make beats too and
Yeah,
shit. You know?
all used to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
And
So-
my boy Caesar, you know.
So
and
their
then-
older brothers were actually the ones that kicked it off, and
them.
they
Their
didn't-
older brothers?
Yeah, they didn't continue.
Okay.
though.
They didn't
Yeah,
continue.
it all started with my brothers, 750, and the homie T Beats.
Okay.
They would just be right there. Just
That was
trying
their
to figure it
generation.
out.
You guys started before they started going?
Yeah, I was starting with them.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we want to hear
Look,
this, dog. We
Look,
want to
look,
hear how it
look,
happened.
look,
This is
750, 750.
You need a mic. You need a mic. You need a mic.
Hey, 750.
Is that mic working again or no? Or is off? All right, that's
Hey, real
only
quick.
$200. You're good. I'll
Hey, it was
150, 150. Nah, just
750, 750.
nah, I'm just playing around.
Hey,
If it's not working, you can use
750.
the other one.
I think it's working though. It look like it's legit. Is this legit?
Nah, it's
supposed
not.
to blink.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck it. Can you see the bars on there when you talk? Is it moving? Oh yeah, it's working. I can hear it.
Yeah, all right.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds kind of aliens, no?
Hey, 750.
Yeah, I
Let
know,
me
I
say
heard that
something real
shit,
quick. I know that it started out with Earn Dog, says that 750
Tito.
and T Beats. You know what I mean? That's a generation. They're
That was
all
crew
the
in,
same
like,
age. You know what I mean?
2010 to
They're more of the
2012.
same age.
They're old. They're older than you
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Fern Dog.
Oh, okay. I
Fern
feel
Dog
it.
Group
We're the youngest guys in
Productions.
the group right here.
Hey, Rue's like, nah,
We're
don't
all
put me
the
in that
same
age
type
bracket and
of
shit.
zone, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're like a little year or two under. You know what I mean?
Fern Dog's house. And I knew Fern Dog from back in the days because I used to get fireworks from him.
Okay.
You know, we already had that little fun, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we'll like go fight fireworks together and shit, you know? Like, we'll go pop those shits. Anyways, long story short, I would pull up to their house to smoke weed, and my homie had put me on the FL, so like, I had like kind of was like, oh shit, that shit's dope, let's fuck with it.
Yeah.
So I took it to them, and they were like, yo, this shit's pretty dope, I think we can fuck with it. We started sampling shit. So we were like, you know, they had already like an opening, like, I think I always admired these guys because they had like, their brothers had like that ear for good music, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Oldies and stuff. So FL was about chopping shit up. So we would try to chop shit up and make beats. And you know, like I said, Turnbow was one of the guys who always would come through with a track. Like he came through with like Juan Gabriel tracks. I'd be like, man, we're really gonna sample Juan Gabriel track.
Hey, that shit sound dope though, huh?
And but man, you would be surprised the fucking shit that came out of that shit. You
That's
know? Like,
dope.
And it was like no vocal. It was like if you listen to the tones that these motherfuckers have, they're heavy fucking tones. Like those are professional motherfucking shits that's done. You know?
Yeah.
So to sample that professional shit and make it sound good, it was like, yo, we onto something. You know? And yeah, it was just an everyday collab. You know, like I'll meet up with Tito and just get high with him and just make beats in my room too on like all day type shit. I mean, I wasn't even rapping at that point. I wasn't really digging rap because I didn't think I lived the lifestyle of a rapper, you know, like big thugging it, you know, or like big, like, you know, like doing shit, you know, because I always thought you had to be real, you know, like
Yeah.
you can't be faking this shit, you know, like, so, you know, I didn't look at myself in that point, but then I got opened up more into like the eye-opening music, you know, the ear-opening music.
Yeah, yeah.
More that, you know,
Conscious
into it,
rap.
You know, that conscious rap. And I was
Yes,
like,
sir.
Shit. Like, this shit is dope. This is like some woke shit, you know. It doesn't talk about that bullshit that, you know, that everybody talks just to get known, you know. So then I got, you know, into it, like, with the lyrics later. But in the beginning, it was just, like, you know, the foundation was based on these brothers and us.
That's dope.
And it was crazy because I think now today's the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Right, so 1 year, and I think only his brother and their two brothers have confirmed that. We were doing a beat at my house, and we were sampling, like, I forgot what song we were sampling. It was a Spanish song. Because we were like, fuck that, you know, like, we're not going to sample shit that everybody does. Because, like, we did do Smokey Robinson and shit like that, you know, like classic shit like that.
Yeah.
'Cause you got to.
Want to be a little different and shit, huh?
But we try to go back to our culture.
That's
and,
dope.
And search into our peoples.
That's dope.
And, like, we would go like Leo Don and shit like that, you know, shit that our parents used to listen to.
Leo
Hey,
Don.
my dad used to listen to this shit, bro. This shit might have a tone. And in between you're like, oh shit, did you hear that, bro? We'll all get like, wow, trip out. Like,
That's tight.
sample that shit,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
So we would get excited about that shit. And like, that's how it built upon. Anyways, that day we were building a beat and we went back. And that same day, the motherfucking beat, it was that they rapped over, I think it was a Bears, I guess I don't know who, I don't know exactly what year it was. But they almost played the exact same beat we had just almost like, started making at the house.
Damn.
And we were like, what the fuck is going on? It kind of like, it went both ways. It kind of disencouraged us in a way like, man, what the fuck, the hell are you doing what we're doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Or then I still looked at it like, hey, we might be tapping into the zone, bro. Like, that's the Super Bowl, my boy.
If it's on the Super Bowl, then we're doing it. Yeah, yeah.
Like again, it was a sample that was like from a Mexican culture. Sample,
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, her just so it was like, oh shit, you know, they're tapping into, we're tapping in, we're on the, you know, good zone. But you know, life came through and everybody got separated, you know, and then these guys came in and fucking took over. Like Fred Dog and you Dog. So we stopped.
Yeah, like
That's
2012,
I stopped.
2012,
Everybody kind of went their own way, you
2013.
know, had their little things.
Yeah.
But I came back and I found out these motherfuckers had took over the game.
So everything that you guys make right now, right, or you guys use, it's only your guys' beats? No outside
Oh, no,
production at all?
No, we cannot discredit. We do work with Bert, the producer. He's from the Harbor area. Specializes in G-funk style.
Okay.
You know, I'm from the '90s, so I come from that era, and they're influenced by the era. So we need those beats. You know, we need those beats so that he's one of the outside producers. Bert, the producer.
Now Davis.
Niles Davis, we've worked it with
He
him.
gets down, huh?
We got one track with him, but we know he's also a G-funk type specialist, you know. And Max Beats, he's connected with him. He has
Novato from South America? Yeah, he gets down too, dog. Yeah,
G-funk type beats. But I mean, those are the ones I'm naming first. Not saying that that's what that's all we go for. No, but Underground Chemist, from Bakersfield. He produces the style we want.
Yeah, yeah.
All these producers that I'm mentioning, so outside of what we do, is them. But besides them, maybe I might miss who else? That's it, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if I miss somebody, hey, my apologies. I just, I'm saying I can't.
Well, like
really
some
think.
of the major
But
ones we always mess with. We might have one track with
On every album,
but
besides them,
I mean,
they're the main
I can
ones,
count them in one hand outside of them, outside of our producers.
Yeah, these Vatos make some dope ass beats.
Yeah.
What about like the how do you say it? Like you guys made beats to other people's shit, like kind of like
we
mix
produce
old
for
school
other people?
mixtapes and shit. Nah, didn't you guys like
Oh yeah, like we rap on other
like you do a remix
Yeah,
of
yeah.
other shits and shit
Okay,
too?
well,
Yeah. How did you guys get
let me-
into that?
Let me speak on that because my old shit is based off of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
So all my old songs, let's say I'll name you maybe 5. Let's say I did the Bow Down beat when it was popping in '96, whenever it was. I did Gangsters Make the World Go Round by them. I did back in the days by Ahmed, what's his name? Back in the day, Ahmad,
Yeah.
When it was popping in the '94,
Scarface.
I did the which one was it? Never Seen a Man Die.
Oh, yeah,
I did
Never
that,
Seen
but
a Man
it was
Cry
a
Until
rest
I
in
Seen
peace.
a Man
Yeah, it was
Die.
a rest in peace homie song. So I mentioned all my homies rest in peace. So I was
Damn,
doing
that's dope.
stuff that nobody was doing at the time, at least not in our genre, not
Yeah.
in Hispanic rap.
Yeah, yeah.
It was happening, with black artists because that's when Banging on Wax, Bloods and Crips was popping, and they were gang banging hard.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do because that's what I was living. So I'm like, I need to do that. So that's what my songs were based on just on some gangbang shit, but using beats that were popping at that time. So imagine another Mexican or Hispanic, however you want to put it, like myself, that loves rap, and all of a sudden you're listening to the rap you love, which is Ice Cube.
Yeah.
But now it's a person just like you doing it. And it was, even though I was 15, 16 years old, I'm not gonna lie and I'm not gonna hype myself up, but I was landing, I was flowing. I was flowing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
flowing, fool. Like I was
Yeah.
flowing.
It was getting
Yeah.
on point.
If that
Shit,
shit
you
still
guys get down right now.
Gracias.
We
If I
tried,
was
yeah.
still, if I'm still here telling you about my old shit, that means something.
Yeah,
that means
yeah,
it survived.
A lot of people like me, I don't ever mention my old shit, dog. Like I don't even want to
People
look
could
back
learn
at
from
that shit.
People could learn from that for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dudes still hit me up to this day, like they'll tell, hey, I like your V.O.T.G shit, but
Yeah.
old shit.
Yeah.
Old shit. I'm like,
So you
fuck.
guys all get together and then you guys like come up with his name and then you guys just took it and ran with that shit.
Yeah.
Like everybody went hard.
Yeah. Because we started noticing the growth every time we
People
will put
liked
something,
it. Yeah.
like like
Yeah,
it's just
as
like
we
me.
go.
Yeah, just like me. A lot of people might say, there's some diehard little silent fans that be like, hey man, like do you like you used to.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm like, nah. Like I mean, they're not saying that I don't sound. They're just saying.
They love that.
They
from
just
him.
love
Yeah,
that
because
shit
that might
so
be where
much.
they first heard you guys from. Yeah.
We love that old school little
Yeah,
sound too. You
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
like,
hell
we ain't
yeah.
never gonna hear it again too. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's like that's
Yeah.
Just appreciate
They don't want
it
it
for
to
what it
die.
is
Like
and
they don't.
shit.
They're like you still.
Yeah,
a
they
lot of
don't
people
want it
thought I
to
was
die.
dead because I just disappeared for 17 years.
Yeah, that's
You know.
a long
They don't
ass
want that
time,
to die.
dog.
Yeah. So a lot of people thought like, hey, this fool they legend. They call it a legend from the area, but more like like when they say a legend that's not around anymore,
Yeah.
type shit. Like
Yeah.
enjoy it because that fool is like. But then I came out like, oh, what the fuck? Like this fool's still alive? Like what
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah.
Like, but my whole thing is like, look, like me, I'm like, if I eat, everybody eats. You
Yeah.
know? Like what I look like having all these artists around me and me not giving them a stage. Like
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
man. Like I get it. People say you can come up on your own just based on your fame from the past. And like I don't even see it that way. Like it's not in me. It's not in my heart.
Yeah.
Like my heart says, if I eat, everybody eats. This is my family. Like
That's
this
dope,
is my
dope.
family. Like I don't care. I went 17 years without seeing them. So it's like now that I'm out, it's like I'm not gonna like I go get back here. I want to see you. I want to see y'all with me.
Was it a trip you watching them grow and shit, dog?
It was growing as far as like music.
Like watching them grow up. Like you
grow
guys
up?
watch them grow up, then watch them go into music,
Yeah,
and then
it's a
now
trip.
you guys are all peers and shit,
We
right?
used to visit them.
Yeah, but it's when you're in prison and you far.
It's
Yeah.
a trip.
We used to
It's
go
a
visit
trip.
them every
Even
other
to
month or
us, like
whatever, you know?
I remember being a kid, a young baby. A little young baby. Like going to see him.
Yeah,
That type of stuff. I remember wanting to color books with him. That type of shit.
On the
That's how
on the
little I
visiting,
was.
having stuff for the
You
kids.
know, like I don't remember no gangbang shit at that time. I remember
yeah.
crying to him when he called, like they fucking with me or this and that,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
my mom yelling at me or this, like telling me something,
Yeah,
like get that type of shit. And it just all changed differently. As you grow, like you say, like
Yeah,
we
hell
get
yeah.
older. Like we 10 years old, 11 years old, we over here thinking we gangbang or we gangbang, we, like we over here throwing the G or we hood bang, we banging,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
doing stupid shit. We over here jumping people
Hell
with the
yeah.
older homies.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean? With the, that type of stuff.
That's how it goes, right? Everybody
Yeah.
starts off
Yeah,
like,
but
"Oh,
hey,
you're
yeah.
just a kid.
We
You're
not-
just
yeah,
a
as a
baby."
kid.
And then like, "Hey, man, you're still a youngster, homie." And then then you start respecting them a little more. Like, man, you're getting older. Then there comes a point where you guys are homies. Cause that's how I see it with my brothers, dog. Like they were here. And now like they're equal. We're all homies now. You
Now
know.
you can drink a beer with me.
Yeah. Now you can chill and
That's how it
shit.
was, dude. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, it's a trip to see them now because now to me they're grown, they're men, you know,
Yeah,
they're grown
hell
men.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, like they might be young as far as what nowadays is considered young. Because
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
in my time, young was 13, 14.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like, oh, he's a youngster. I'm like, how old is he? Oh, he's 24. What the fuck? You're not no youngster. Oh, man.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck?
We was that baby that
Yeah,
age
like
and
they
shit.
ain't no youngster. You should know better. But yeah, man. To me, they're grown men, and then you know, like he's saying that there's times where there are ups and downs, and you know, but we, you know, like we look out for each other to the point where if we see someone, you know, making a mistake or saying something ain't supposed to, whatever the case may be, I mean, we try to, boom, right then and there, like
Everybody put in enough hard work and time and dedication into this shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How do you guys feel now at the status you guys are at? It's been a long time coming.
Hey, man.
You from the 90s, you guys getting everything started, you know what I mean?
We still
you guys
learning,
taking
man.
over.
We
and
still
then
learning.
Silent comes out and it's like everything comes together.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Well, luckily, thank God we got my uncle out here, you know what I mean? Little Silent. He's out here with us now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After that much time he did. Salute my boy Little Silent,
It's a
man.
long time.
You know?
It's a good feeling.
You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
right here. He's still holding it down.
Yeah.
He's still dropping them lyrics. We got our older uncles that been looking out for us before, you know what I mean? While he was in there and looking up for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Big
Picking us up on
DJ
things.
B, you know what I mean? The DJ of the house.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he get
yeah,
this
that's
shit
what's
cracking
up.
and popping when it comes down to the
Hell
functions.
yeah.
You know
Hey, you
what I
take
mean?
care of them when they're at
That's the
shows
type
and
of
shit?
man. Hey.
Like you guys do,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, oh, yeah.
you're the one that gets them like
Well,
at the shows and shit.
No,
like,
he hasn't. He did one show. He did one show.
Hey,
Yeah.
Why don't you
these
guys let
past
him
times-
get in
oh,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
DJ
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit?
Yeah,
No?
but these past times,
show all the way, like
Yeah,
it's
one
'cause-
on
it's 'cause-
Hollywood, like
no, right now, you know, we're working with different peoples now, you know what I mean? We're working with different artists or different DJs too,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And he's our cameraman as well. He's not just DJ,
Damn,
he's our
everybody
cameraman.
is here, got to roll
if he ain't
and shit.
DJ, he's going
everybody
to
does
record
their
us
thing.
Yeah.
doing our thing
Hey, you
with
guys
the
should
DJ.
rock a whole
you know
show
what I
and let
mean?
him
So,
be the DJ
he's
for
not
the
just
whole
a
thing.
DJ.
Better
He's
be done.
Ghetto Lifers Productions.
Let me
you know what I
let me
mean?
say
Yeah.
something. Hey,
Little
well,
Silent got the
it's
story
not. It's
down.
not about us not letting him or not finding. It's because when we like in 2019, I'm gonna tell you like this. 2019 was, you know, artistically our best year ever. 2020 killed it. You know why? The pandemic. you know?
Everybody
Yeah.
killed it.
Yeah, but we were doing show after show after show, and then we were connected already with promoters, show promoters, right? And then I said he's only done one of our shows where he mixed for what fuck? It was like 4 hours.
Yeah, 5 hours.
Yeah, but because
Serio?
we did that show ourselves, we promoted it, we booked it, we
Ran
promoted
it
it, we ran,
ourselves,
and we did everything
How was
ourselves.
it?
It was, it was
tight. The
good.
fans
Fuck,
loved
I
it
wish
too,
I would've
like,
been there.
people-
That would've
Yeah.
been dope.
People was right there
Yeah.
with us, you know, like right
Being
here,
on
you
stage
know,
with
like
us
that
and
shit,
That's
you know?
right.
So it was our show. So obviously, he's getting the
Hell
DJ.
yeah.
He's getting the DJ. You know, but when we started, you know, getting booked for other shows, they will tell us, look, you guys got 20 minutes, and then you want to use the in-house DJ or this guy. But if we had to bring the DJ in there, or him have to set up, it's biting into our 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like, look, boo, let's just
Bring that fucking
bring your own,
DJ and let's rock
your own
this
whatever
shit.
DJ
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got there. We're just gonna fucking pop up and fucking and rock it. The whole 20.
That's what's
Like I
up.
don't want to waste not even a
Hey,
second.
when you guys are doing shows, that 20 minutes comes fast, huh?
Hey, it goes
Hey.
good though. Everybody puts their part in
We,
there, man.
we do
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do some crazy mixes,
We do
like
sets,
just
yeah.
verses,
Yeah.
non-stop.
Yeah.
And the vibe is always beautiful, you know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah.
We try to keep it
we
legit.
try not to talk. We try just to
non-stop.
rap
Yeah,
the whole
like,
time.
fuck
Yeah.
talking.
Ain't no wasting time.
Just, hey, DJ, go into the next one.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the
DJ.
DJ be trying to chuka chuka. Hey, DJ, you ready when you're ready?
Yeah.
What if the DJ's
Because we're here for 20 minutes. Don't be trying to DJ on our 20 minutes, man. Hey, drop
If
the
he
beat.
scratch, he's scratching the next song right in. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
just like
hell
2
yeah.
seconds scratch.
Hey, do
That
any
shit
of you
drop,
guys need
bro.
to use the restroom or anything? We can take a break if you guys want. If not, we can keep
Yeah,
going.
Yeah.
Huh? You guys want to cut? Let's take a break real quick. All right, man, we're back with the V.O.T.G.
Yeah.
voice of the ghetto, man.
We needed
All
to
right.
air out.
Yeah, we needed to air out big time. It was getting stuffy in here.
Big hot box right here.
Yeah. So, man, you guys came up. You guys started doing everything, man. And comes the Spliff D interview. Voice of the ghetto is starting to get a household name, dog. And how did you guys feel, dog? Like when you guys started fucking, like you guys started like getting fans, like from the outside looking in, you guys just started coming up like really fast, dog.
Yeah.
And I think that was so dope to watch you guys from the beginning and then to start transferring into that
Nice
shit.
to hear that too.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
nice
appreciate
to hear
that.
too.
Especially
We don't-
from
we
you.
don't
Yeah.
see
That
it,
much.
we don't see it like that. We try not to see it like that. But hey, we appreciate any support or anything in any way, you know.
I'm sure
That's
that like
love, you
I'm
know?
sure like you guys always see like when somebody talks about you, you guys get a lot of good compliments and shit, you know?
Yeah. You know what? Like to speak on that is like we were talking about earlier. It does come from how we present ourselves, you know, how we carry ourselves, how we interact with the fans, because we do meet fans.
Yeah.
We just at the cemetery visiting the homies, rest in peace, just the other day, and people recognize us. You know,
Yeah,
They're
hell
like, you know, and we're being real respectful, just naturally though. That's how we
Yeah.
were raised. You know, our parents raised us like that.
Yeah,
to
hell
be
yeah.
humble, respectful. If someone, you know, like, you know, wants to talk to you for whatever reason, like you give them the time of day. You know.
Yeah.
You know, the same with the music, because it comes with the territory where you're gonna run into people. Us, we don't see ourselves as artists. When we're on the mic, yes, we do. But when
Yeah.
we're out and about, we don't. You
You're
know,
just
we
regular
don't even
hood
think
homies
that
and
nobody.
shit, huh? Yeah.
You know, we don't think nobody's gonna is really recognizing us until we feel it. Like, oh shit, I feel like. And you look, and then, you know, you can tell when someone's looking at you in a negative way, or someone's looking at you as like, oh shit, like that's Fern Dog, or that's Lokes the P, or that's Big whoever, you know, Lil
Yeah,
Silent,
yeah.
whatever, you know. And like I said, well, when the other day when they recognize him and he's talking to me about him, he's like, yeah, man, like I fuck with your music. And I fuck with Lil Silent heavy too, and he's talking to Lil Silent, right? So I'm like, but I have my mask, and
Yeah.
I mean, I like to, like I said, I like to be low key. So I told him, hey, boy, I'm Lil Silent. He's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, oh man, I fuck with
Yeah.
your shit since, oh man, your shit. And like I was telling you earlier, it goes back to all the old shit, you know, to now they're recognizing them, him, and it feels good. Of course, it feels good, you know, like
Yeah,
it
hell
feels
yeah.
good because we've always been looking over our shoulder to be recognized by a negative situation.
Yes, sir.
You know, and now it's like it's positive, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, when we come from negative situations to now receiving positive feedback, it's
That's
a
so
whole
fucking dope.
fucking toe twist.
How did they approach you, Loke? When they
Well,
did they
you
try
know
to
what,
run
yeah.
up on him?
He was in the bathroom.
He was like, "I'm gonna beat this
I
one
wanna
up right
say,
now."
I mean,
and
like,
shit.
well, I had seen somebody looking, but I didn't really pay no mind. Lil Silent went in the restroom, and I waited. I went in, and he came out, and I started hearing something like far away. Like I heard something like while I'm in there. I heard like, hey man, I hear that shit. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I started seeing like, cause I see Ghetto Lifers Productions was over there.
Yeah.
We taking pictures of me and shit. I mean,
Okay,
DJ
okay.
B was taking pictures of me, and he's like looking at me. He's looking at me. The dude that he's talking about, he's looking. And he's like, and I'm not like looking at him, but I can see him in the corner of my eye. And then like when I start turning, I can see him like trying to get eye contact with me, like, hey, what's up?
Like,
Yeah,
I fuck with
what's
you
up?
and
Like,
shit, yeah.
Wanna say what's up?
I didn't try. I didn't want to. I mean, I'm like, nah, this is the motherfucker look. You know, I'm gonna just mind my business. And then I'm like, this fool came out and I went in the restroom.
Yeah.
And that's when I heard that. Like, oh, this fool probably knew who we were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like respect, you know what I mean? And I just want to say, like, rest in peace with my family or my lokes, my boys that I know that's rested in that cemetery, man. You know what I mean? My boy Little Trigger, rest in peace. The homie Smokey, rest in peace.
Rest in
The
peace.
homie Fern Dog's grandma, rest in peace right
Rest in
there. We
peace.
got my prima, Little Chucky, a.k.a. Christina, rest in peace right there.
Rest in peace.
You know what I mean? And we got, you know what I mean? The homie Little Trigger's primo on top. You know what I mean? We got the homie Little Trigger on top of his primo. So just rest in peace to anybody and everybody in that cemetery that's real and only real. You know what I mean? I don't support no fake or none. I'm
Most
not involved.
definitely, dog.
You know
That's
what I mean?
dope.
So just respect to the real.
Yeah,
man.
hell
So that
yeah.
fool, he had recognized his tattoo on his head. He has a new tattoo on the side of his head. On this, let me see, Pelo.
He has a big stab. Bro.
Yeah. See that? So that says, it says South Central State of Mind. And going back to how you said how everything started.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that right there is a big, staple in as far as how we started and what made us.
The song
well,
or
yeah, it's a song. It's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
actual
yeah.
album, right? It's our first album ever that we put out on Spotify. Cause
That's
look,
tight.
we came out in 2015 as a group, and it didn't take us till 2018 to figure out how to upload an album to these major
iTunes and
platforms.
all that.
no
We were just
shit.
doing YouTube and SoundCloud
SoundCloud.
from
For
2015
years.
for 3 years.
No shit. No.
Oh yeah, and this is something
You guys didn't even making money.
yeah,
We were
no, we
making
were
a lot of
we-
music
yeah,
too,
we were
like,
ma-
We saw
Yeah.
a giveaway. A giveaway.
Damn.
Or
We
just
probably gave like a
promotion,
100 songs of
basically.
just
Yeah.
free music.
Yeah.
What the
nonstop.
fuck?
hey, promotion. Hey, but you know what? That's all like what it
It's
is. At
part
the
of
end of
it,
the day, that's what
Yeah.
was motherfuckers that really do they thing that you gotta give away music. You know what I mean? You can't
Yeah.
make all the money now. We gotta let motherfuckers know who we are. Like it's
Yeah,
only
yeah,
right that
hell
we
yeah.
did that shit, and that shit came naturally. And I'm glad that we did it like that. You know what I mean? Like
Fuck yeah.
because it's natural. I mean, we ain't here like just because what we dropped and what we put in work for that first song.
Yeah, yeah.
We want to get paid for now.
Hey
That
man, you
shit-
guys paid your proper dues
Yeah, I
and
mean-
shit.
Oh well, yeah. As V.O.T.G,
Yeah.
we did the same thing that I was doing in the 90s, but now it's digital. The way I was doing mixtapes, actual tape,
Yeah, yeah.
we were doing mixtape songs on digital, which is SoundCloud, YouTube
Yeah, yeah,
nowadays.
hell yeah.
Now, that's the mixtape a platform nowadays for
Yeah,
people that barely
pretty
started.
much, yeah, hell yeah.
So this is another fact. Compared to all our new V.O.T.G stuff that since we started putting on platform, not
Yeah.
saying that it's not doing good, it's good,
Uh-huh.
but all our old V.O.T.G that's on SoundCloud and YouTube
Yeah, yeah.
get higher numbers.
No shit.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys take those old songs and put them out on
No, we couldn't.
Spotify
We
and shit? I
couldn't.
mean, why not?
Because we were
Certain
using-
ones,
yeah, we were
couldn't-
using-
we couldn't lease the
Some of them were
beats
YouTube.
or
Oh, got
like
you, got
oldie
you.
samples and stuff
Yeah.
like
Got
that.
you.
So we
Talking
Just
to
make-
you,
Fuck
talking
it, hey,
to the
man,
producer,
that's
Little
putting
Trust
it-
Music.
Yeah, yeah.
He
That's just
letting you
putting it,
know.
hey man, chalk it up to the game, and that's just putting
Yeah,
it
no,
in your
well,
work.
to me,
That's putting it in your work.
it's for that to be the most popular shit is still a part of the promo
Yeah,
to me.
hell yeah.
Because once
Yeah,
they
it's a
get
big
tired
promo.
of that, they can go. Because me, like I always promote, and I'm always saying, hey man, like I get it, y'all love that old shit, but hey man, go check us out on Spotify, go check
Yep.
us out on this. But just to get back to the whole that interview with Spliff D in early 2018. That day, he told me, he didn't tell me on the air, but he told me, hey, like it's time for you guys to take the next step. You know, like I get it. You guys are buzzing in this underground, you SoundCloud, YouTube shit. He said, but that's it, man. Like you gotta make money. He's the
Yeah.
one that was telling. I've never
yeah.
even thought that. Like to me, like I'm fresh out of prison. I don't need, when I got out of prison, I didn't even know how to use a cell phone. So how the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
you expect me to take my team to the next
Start
level?
going and
Yeah,
shit.
like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know the
yeah.
next level. I don't know
Yeah,
even how
yeah.
to get there. So, but he was telling me, put me, I'm like, you guys are at that fucking, you guys are there already.
Like at a crossroad, like
Yeah.
you go here,
Yeah.
you guys are gonna make it, or just
Or
stay
just stay
underground the whole
stuck right
time?
there. Yeah.
yeah.
Like, what do you want to do? So he was like, you guys are ready for that next level. You got to make money. You got to make merch. He said, you got to do this. You got to do that. And I'm like, just agreeing with him because he's telling me the truth. But
Yeah,
in my
hell
mind,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how to do any of this. Like, there's one thing about the game and me personally, I'm not like that. Anybody that wants to know anything about any of the things I've learned, I'll tell them right then and there. Well, us for those 3 years, no one ever stepped up to us and told
Dog,
us
I swear
how
to God,
do.
if you would have hit me up,
Yeah.
I would have laced you up like
Yeah.
some. Dog, I would
Yeah,
have
nobody,
laced you.
not a single person ever stepped up and told us, "Hey, fool, I see you guys doing what you're doing. This is what you need to do if you want to put your shit here." But nobody. So when Spliff D did that, I agree with him, but I still didn't know what the fuck to do. So whatever.
That is dope,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, but he didn't want to put it in my head.
Thank you, and shout out to Spliff motherfucking D for
yeah.
putting them up on game.
At least to
Putting
giving
them
me the
up on
confidence,
game.
you know, giving me the
Hell
confidence
yeah,
to
dog.
feel that
'Cause maybe
good
that was
people
just
like
something
that.
that sparked in your mind,
It
and then
did.
now you guys are like, "Hey, man, he's right." You
Oh
know?
no,
He's
man!
good
After he
people,
said
man.
that, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
we dropped our first album. We connected with a film director, up and coming youngster. He's 18 years old, and we met him at a movie screening and then that someone invited us, one of the homies that acts, the homies be acting and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So they invited us to that was the homie Scar.
Okay.
Scar from Cholos Try, and he invited us to a short film that he starred in, and we went. The movie director for that short film was an 18-year-old kid,
Okay.
but he's already good at that what he's doing. So whatever, we met him, and he was just interested in us. He's like, "Who are these guys?"
Yeah.
Like we caught his attention. Like, well, these guys come in deep right here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know them.
You
They don't
guys
even
roll like
come-
this everywhere you go?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we could, when we
That's
could.
right. That's
At least
dope.
half of us,
That's
half.
dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah, before the pandemic, we would roll deep everywhere. Pandemic kind of fucked everyone's
everybody.
schedule up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, he questioned Scar, told him, "Who are these guys?" He told him, "All these are rappers," like. Yeah, all right, whatever. Like, and then he reached out to me, the movie director. He's like, "Hey, like, can you give me a link to your stuff? I want to hear it." Like, I seen you guys at the thing, whatever. Cool. Shot it to him, and not even a week later of him listening, I guess, because he told me I've been listening to you guys every day, all day.
That shit is addicting,
And he's like,
dog.
yeah, he's like, dude, you don't even know how. Like, I'm halfway through a script right now, just listening to you guys. You guys are inspiring me. You guys this, you guys that. And he's a white guy. He's not a Hispanic,
Oh
He's a
man,
white
that
guy,
means even more, dog.
Yeah. So
hell yeah.
and also, as time went on, me and him kept in touch. And he's like, "Hey, I got this idea for one of you guys' songs. I love the song South Central State of Mind, which is on on our first album." And he's just like, "That song is incredible. Like the story, because it's one of our storytelling songs where we're speaking from the heart, our soul, about our life."
Who produced that?
My godson at the Root Production.
That shit is hard,
Yeah.
dog. You got one right there.
Yeah, well, he knew what he had, because all the time they shoot us beats, but when he shot that one, he even knew. He's like, come on, like I felt.
Hey, Rue,
I
you
felt
knew
it.
when you heard
Yeah.
that shit?
Yeah.
I mean, you were making it, but when you finished, though, you were like, this is it right here.
Yeah, go ahead, Rue.
Nah, it was just me and Oster P right there, just fucking getting drunk and shit. Just choosing samples, and like, you know what? It sound hard as fuck. I'm right to that shit, and I knocked the fuck out. And my friend I put in, like, hey, what the fuck going on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna record right now, like, I fucking record this shit, and fucking, it was fucking hard as fuck. But then friend I hopped on, and that's when Lil Silent, Lil Trip hopped on.
That's
Hey,
dope.
but look, Trip, like this fool, like he had already been rapping Lux the P for a couple years, but I think this was the first time I ever heard a heartfelt verse from him. No, actually, he didn't have the verse. He had the verse and he had the hook already done before I even heard the song or nothing. At the end of the day, everybody tells me, "Hey, Lil Silent, you did your shit on that." But at the end of the day, he's the one, Lux the P's the one that
He's the
kicked
one
it
that
off.
kicked it out, yeah.
That's
He
right.
came
And
with
it's
a-
hard to kick off a song, too, dog.
Yeah.
He put that feel to it.
We all did our part. We all worked together, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. You guys are all
My
one.
boy Root Productions was with me, and friends I put up, and we all had we created it together. You know what I mean? Like,
No, that's dope.
yeah, so
That's
like,
dope that he's not trying to take
Lil
the.
Silent and them hopped on and everything.
Yeah.
They Lil Silent, regardless, he hop on any track, he getting off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like like as in for me to do something, like I usually don't really do nothing myself. You know what I mean? Like I work with people. I work with us within each
We
other.
help each
you know
other.
what I mean? But this time I did it with just Root Productions like that day. You know, because Root Productions did the beat himself. Like and I did my bars. I felt it. I did what I did. Little Fern Dog came and we worked together at the end with what I had. And
That's
made
dope,
it,
dog.
We made it come together.
That
you know?
shit is dope.
And
He liked the song?
yeah, he liked the song just naturally because it told him, "Hey, man, the director, the film director."
Hey, you like that? How I could fucking go off and then pick back right back up to where we were at? Dog? That's the skills right there,
Because
baby.
to me that's a big part of us. It's without that, we wouldn't be where we're at.
Hell yeah.
Like, as far as us, because look, that video don't even have the video that he ended up making. It doesn't have these outrageous numbers. It has like 80,000, but that video.
What do you mean? That's a lot of
but
fucking views, dog.
yeah, it is a lot, but.
Some people, dog, can't even get to 800.
Nah,
and
but
not
you gotta
saying anything
understand.
about them, but
No, like-
I had somebody
timing,
here the
too.
other day.
No, it's not that.
Excuse
That's
me,
not even
excuse
where
me.
I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You know where I'm getting at? We won Best Music Video Award International
Uh-huh.
in a film festival for that video.
That shit is
We
hard.
beat out international videos, like these crazy, humongous budget videos.
Yeah, yeah.
Our video that we did with that guy, because he had a vision, and even when he told me about his vision, how he wanted to do a video, I didn't see it as a big old thing. I think, oh, it's cool. It'll get us some numbers,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this. That shit, we have a trophy in the studio for that shit.
I like that shit because I swear I was not hating, but like I was a little jealous because I wanted to do a video like that where the music, the what was it, the movie, like what was playing?
The projector.
Yeah, there you go. That,
the
I couldn't even
projector.
fucking think about it. Yeah, the projector was
Shit.
playing. I'm like,
Damn,
what the
boy, you
fuck?
went to school?
That's
Spell that shit.
So the projector's playing and then you're rapping in front of it like that. That shit was dope, dog. Like I always
Oh,
saw.
yeah,
Never
that.
knew Jack City.
Yeah.
There's a part where Nino's like looking all crazy and shit, and the movie's playing
Oh, yeah,
in front of him, dog.
yeah.
And that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do a video
Yeah.
like that. And I saw you guys. I
Well,
said, man, that
that,
shit is
that
hard.
was that film director's idea. It
That
wasn't
is
ours.
dope.
He brought that, and he brought this humongous projector, $1,000
Yeah.
fucking rental, for that shit.
Yeah.
Big ass. It wasn't no. And I just didn't. At the moment, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see. I was like, okay, like I get what you're talking about, but would it really, would it display the way you're telling me? Like
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
can't see it. But when when we were doing it. I mean, I can see, but I was like, how would it look on film? Like, I don't know. I just,
Yeah.
but when he showed me the video, I was like, oh,
That shit is a good
Yeah.
video,
Oh,
dog.
on that-
And you could tell the difference, dog.
On
Like,
that video too, he brought somebody along with him too from somebody that was
Right.
involved with the NWA film. I mean, not the film, the
Always Into
video.
Something.
Yeah, always into something. He was involved
no
with that.
shit.
Oh,
And
yeah,
a
he
couple
was-
other videos of NWA too. So he kind of gave a little like here and there little
was
ideas
advising
on
them.
stuff too.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
he was
So
advising.
like
It was legit.
Him
It was
seeing
a legit,
another
yeah.
group again like that, for him it brought back memories.
Fuck yeah. How did you guys feel when it happened, when you guys won and shit, dog?
Well, when it won, I get to we was only no.
I didn't say that.
No, it's because we have to. You have to understand. You have to understand.
There's a story.
We run deep, but they only invited 3 people. No, 4 people. Like they only invited 4 people.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Well, because I mean, like there's so many.
I saw that only a couple you went
There's
up.
so
I
many
thought-
awards. I mean, and there's so much
You
room in
fill
the
it
place.
up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they only invite 4 people
You
out of
guys
every
would have filled up
category.
half of the room and shit in that
So they only
motherfucker right
invite 4
there.
people
Yeah,
out of every category. I was working that night. A lot of us had stuff to do that night.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think we were gonna win. You know, I just wanted anybody from the group to go have that experience. Like,
Yeah.
like whether we're not gonna win. I mean, I tell them that, but in my mind, like, just go for the experience. Like,
Yeah,
you're never
yeah.
gonna have this experience ever, And then so whoever can go, I'm gonna be at work. Whoever can go. So Lokes the P, my brother, and 753 that were available at the time, and they're like, we'll go, and that's when they went. I can't speak for them because I wasn't there.
Cone
but
here right now.
how it felt for
750.
them to win,
Shit.
No, but you guys all won though.
we all won.
That's
Oh.
what I'm saying. Everybody.
Oh, well, let me tell you this then. Yeah, let me tell you this. They went, right? And they're every now and then putting a story on Instagram.
Shit, oh my
So-
God.
We're all waiting all night, like, okay, like who won? What the fuck? They didn't mention it to us, right? Like they're just like whatever. They're doing their own thing. So we're in the house waiting on them to come back. Ah, man, what the fuck happened? And they show up, just acting normal. They show up acting normal, like oh yeah, hey, oh yeah. They told us somebody else won, but it's all good. They had a
Yeah.
good time. All right, cool, man. And then all of a sudden, I forgot who came in, whatever.
They
But
played a video.
oh yeah. They my brother.
They
He showed
recording.
look, it was fun. Look, I'm gonna show you some fun stuff that we did, and when he's showing it, it was like the moment when they were announcing the winner.
Uh-huh.
So we're like, and the winner is, South Central. Like, what the fuck? Hey, motherfucker! I thought you said we didn't win.
Damn.
Like, oh shit! And they just busted out with the trophy. Look, fool, we
That's
won.
tight,
Oh, shit.
dog. That's tight. Isn't that a great feeling, dog? Isn't that a great feeling? Like walking up there and shit.
You know how like sometimes you don't know how to express yourself. You know what I mean? You just what it is at the moment, and it's like I had like I'm gonna tell you this much that when say for example when we got our trophy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
they said, oh, we won. I was like, damn. They're like, go up, nigga, go up.
Just speechless and
750,
shit.
like, let's go, me and you. All right, I'm gonna go. We went. Me and 750 went.
The
on,
mic.
on the way to the stage, I had Armenians and white people, like with all due respect, you know what I mean? Armenians and white people, like shaking my hand, like, hey. Before I even get to where I'm going, I just barely hopped up. Like, I'm walking, I'm already got hands like this towards me. Like,
that's dope.
they're like, hey, man,
They're
thank
happy,
you,
yeah.
thank you,
Happy
you know,
for him,
thank
man.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, I go up the stage, like, excuse me, thank you. I mean, like, hey, oh, shit, I appreciate you, thank you.
That's
Like,
dope. That's
hey,
dope.
man, like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, look, man. So y'all can see what it look like. This is what I'm getting, but it's like, hey, I just want to say, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Were you
first of all, I
speechless
just
and
want to
shit?
thank my family, you know what I mean? And for my team for what we done, what we do, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is we do, it's a hard work, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Just, I want to thank God, thank my family, and appreciate everybody for your time, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say, you know what I mean? Just
you
thank
get
you,
stuck and
appreciate
shit,
y'all,
huh?
and you know what I mean?
I'm out.
I'm out.
I got stuck too, dog. I didn't know what the fuck to say. Yeah.
Yeah, cause
Yeah,
you
you got
got
a award
yeah, he
too,
got
huh?
one.
I got stuck, dog. Like, what the fuck? I didn't
That's
even
a
know.
trip. But what helped him feel more comfortable is that they were the only Hispanics, and especially the way they look.
Hey,
There, yeah.
and on the way back down is when they was giving me love a little bit more. You know what I mean? On the way back down, like, boom, boom, I got a little bit more heads. Like,
But you
I'm
know
the
why?
same, bro. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
That's right, that's
thank
right.
you.
They felt that he's like, I can picture how the people felt for him. It was like this kid, he comes from like from they know.
No,
Yeah.
hey,
What's
and
up?
I'm the main picture. I'm the main picture on the.
On the
I'm
video.
the main picture on the video. I'm the one
You know how
like
they
that's
show
like
a clip-
this
a
on
clip
the
before?
fucking picture. The South Central State of Mind video. Like I'm the one.
they
like
play the
this.
video a little
I
bit
got
too.
my nose, my big ass nose like this. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I got the South Central State of Mind right on my head. So it's like that's the reason why I got this tattoo because
a silhouette,
That's
like a
that's why I
logo. We
felt
put a
like, you know
logo on
what?
this
Not
thing.
just
That's
because of
dope.
that. That's where I grew up. That's what I claim, South Central.
Hell yeah.
And I got that South Central state of mind at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's
So
dope.
it's like, you know what? Like it's just all together. You know what I mean? Respect to everything.
South Central
man.
be showing you guys love like a motherfucker,
I
huh?
mean,
yeah,
it shows
since
us
the
love.
cave,
Hell yeah, everybody does.
We all learn from South Central because at the end of the
Hell yeah.
day, it's got consequences. I mean, you better be ready to just live your life and just stand
Most
tall.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Just be a soldier to your family, man, and stay out of problems. You know what I mean? As much as you can. You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask you guys, what is like an influence for your guys' style? Because you guys don't have like
It's a big mix. Right
it's not like all rap and the you know like you
Well,
guys
let me
like
start
you
with-
guys spit dog and like anybody that knows like I get a lot of comments or I got like DMs and shit. People will be like, man, those vatos, each and every one of them can spit. You guys have skills that's not normal and shit. Dog. Like, where does that come from?
So I guess we have to go down the line. Me personally, I'm just like myself. Like I'll put it to you like this: to this day, I still use raps that I wrote in prison.
Damn.
And I'm almost 6 years out.
Yeah.
So my whole story, like me, the reason why a lot of people always say, "Hey, fool, like I like your old shit better," is because the old shit is raw gangbang shit.
Yeah.
Of course, youngsters are gonna, gravitate to that. But the music I do now, it's more influenced by what I was going through in prison mentally. Because obviously in prison it's more mental. Of course,
yeah, most
you
definitely,
you
yeah.
go through the physical, which is the politics, but when you go back to your bed, it's all mental. You're going
Most
through whatever
definitely.
you're going through with your family, with your kids, your wife, whatever
Hell
is going
yeah.
through with your life. So me, I wrote about that part of the game. I'm not into writing about politics or nothing physical or violence. No, if I talk about what I went through in prison, I talked about what I was going through mentally.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people go through that and they don't speak on it because either they don't have a voice for it, which is how V.O.T.G came about.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I created it, because I felt that all my writings were me speaking for all these homies locked up, that didn't have a way to express what they were thinking, or just the game doesn't allow you to show that part of you because you're deep in it and you can't show. A lot of people take it as weakness if you show emotion. And a lot of people don't want to tell you, oh, I'm going through it with my girl, or I'm going through it because my kids, or that. They just keep it to themselves. So it's like, I wanted to speak for them. When I get out, I'm going to speak for you, homie.
That's
like
dope.
I can speak for a homie that was going through something with his girl, and I wasn't going through that. But I will see my celly or my neighbor going through it, and I'll be like, fuck, this fool. He'll tell me his story. Hey, man, like, this and that and this. And I'm like, that's fucked up. And then I'll be like, I'm gonna write about it because because he's not the only one going through it.
Yeah, because somebody else can relate to the same story.
And when I make when I make music, it's gonna help them, like cope with whatever they're going through. So that's the whole. Hence V.O.T.G. I'm the voice for the voiceless, pretty much.
Yeah, that's dope.
So my influence was just wherever wherever my mentality took me.
Yeah.
So them they have probably different views on that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I got to say, like, basically a big influence on me, like my craft and stuff. I would say Little Silent and Nipsey Hussle, probably J. Cole and Kendrick.
That's dope.
And Russ too, and then them artists, they kind of like, put my craft together,
That's what's up.
I listened to I actually watched the J. Cole documentary, his old documentary For Your Eyes Only, for his album when he was creating his album and stuff, and I seen that, and I ended up getting inspired by that, and I ended up creating my album, Take My Breath Away from my son, so that's like, after that, I was just like, damn, like, to me, music came to me different, I was just like, it's got to be a feeling to this when we do it, it's got to be something more than just trying to put a song together. You got to feel that.
That is dope. Hell yeah, I feel that, dog. I feel that.
That's how I feel about that. That's my inspiration right there.
That's what's up.
My family. The whole group. That's how I get inspired. That's how I get motivated.
Hell
seeing
yeah.
everybody around.
That's what's up. What about you, Fern Dog?
Shit, I listen to a lot of.
Pull it from the bottom. No, that part. Yeah.
I listen to a lot of New York, like some Davies, Joy Badass.
Yeah.
Like all that type of shit.
That's what's up.
And a lot of old school shit like Spice One and Banks.
That's crazy that
Little
your age
Silent,
would listen to that.
Yeah.
Bro.
I listen to all that because my pops. I was a gangbanger too, so that's what he listens to.
His pops,
His
my
pops
older
is your
homie,
homie?
but from like from our hood and all that.
Yeah. Damn, that's
so I
dope.
listen to a lot of that, like a lot of little R&B here and there. Yeah, that's where I get my little style from.
That's what's up. 750.
Shit, damn. I'm just like a mix of like a bunch of like more like conscious rappers. I'll probably be like, a little bit of Immortal Technique on one side, and then you'll find a little bit of fucking I don't know, somebody like Cormega and shit, like Nas.
Oh,
and shit,
yeah,
like, some shit that's more like deep and shit. Like I try to like walk into a different route, because I know this music is deeper like than like. Most people like just look at it like, oh, we just listen and shit. To me, I think it got to a point where I got to see it as a little deeper and shit.
Yeah.
So I know that these artists are deeper in the music, like the way that, they formulate everything, and the way they make you understand, like, I know there's like a higher art of like poetry, this music shit we do, So, I don't know, I think that's what moves me when it comes down to like influencing my music. It's just like, sometimes it could be like Big L, the 97 freestyle,
Fuck, that shit was hard,
shit like that, that could throw me on, or it could be like, or like sometimes, I would do a lot of working with Big Trust back in the days, doing some little project we had, and I'll listen to like rock music out of nowhere, I'll be like, oh shit, like, I'll be like, damn, you listen to this, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I grew up listening to that, like, I don't know where he lived, like The Strokes and shit, and that's the type of shit that like, it's still in the mix of our music, sometimes you gotta like really understand what the music is really about, like really in the deeper sense, and I think that's pretty much it, like when it comes down to my influence, it's just anybody that keeps it real and that like, that's able to higher essence our ability to grow, I think that's what music should be about initially, to like to be able to like make somebody grow and be able to understand something instead of putting them down or try to manipulate the sound just to keep each other stupid, I think we should up it. I think on purpose we should up it, and we should search for vocabulary and like what the fuck is he spitting about? Like that's just trash. Why you glorifying this type of bullshit? You know, like honestly, like we're trying to move up the raza and not bang it down. You know, like I don't give a fuck what anybody.
Yeah.
You know, like and this is like straight from the bottom. You know, from like the bottom. You know,
Yeah, hell
like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna cap and be like, yo, you know, like yo, this raza shit is unique because. Like we learned all this, like this is like the second sprout of the hip hop world, you know. Like first the African Americans took it, you know, like they, you know, dropped it in, you know. But the Raza has been like deep with this shit, like to the point where like, you know, this is kind of like our shit too now, you know. Like we supported Dre, we supported Jay-Z, we supported all these motherfuckers.
Give us ours.
We look up to them, you know, like yo, y'all made this bitch, you know, like y'all should be happy about it, you know, like y'all don't understand that, like it's not about who's like kind of like, you know, I think it's more like a supportive issue. If we did more collabs and kind of understanding with the race issue like away, I think we could proceed sick, you know, because these are like, you know, the RZA, you know, Old Dirty Bastard. These are motherfuckers that we all listen to, man. Ain't nobody does that, you know.
Yeah.
So that's just it, you know. Like if you know if it's real, it's gonna be dope. But you know, again, these are artists that just make me feel that type of way, like. They set the bar for the music, so that's like, now when I make music, I know when my shit's whack. I'll be like, man, that shit trash. You know, I tell you, not everything is gold, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, you practicing some shit, you be like, oh shit, that shit was hard, you know. And that's how it pops for me, you know. But it's definitely the realest motherfuckers out there in the game that rather spit real shit, even if they're just like smoking a blunt and chilling like Currency, you know. I don't know if you know Spitter.
Yeah.
He's a motherfucking artist that we like fucking listen to like since the get go. That's my boy. Like we got into him when he's kicked off, and like Spitter type of motherfucker. He's not like a crazy killer, but he's known in the game and he hangs around like, you know, thuggish motherfuckers. But he makes music that makes you chill on a grind and makes you know like do some other shit, you know. But that's the motherfucker that kind of kicked it off for us, you know, that he raps about smoking weed and cool and he makes it dope. You don't gotta fake it, you know?
Yeah.
And I see a lot of motherfuckers, you know, doing that propaganda shit nowadays. You know?
Yeah.
They be like, yo, you just gotta be real. I would appreciate you just talking about you making tacos, you know? That shit, you know, probably part of that shit. I make tacos, you know, but yeah, you know.
Hey, but you see how you're only 4 artists in, and it's already 4 different.
Yeah, they're like
aspects
way
of music,
different. Yeah.
You know.
Hold on, we want to ask you as a producer.
Yeah, hell yeah.
As a producer,
He's
dog,
a big part.
who's your influences?
Oh, as a producer?
No, Rude.
Oh shit, like, oh dang.
Damn. I don't know.
Why you trying to get out of it?
you know.
Why you trying to get out
I got a
of it?
crazy list, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, say it.
No, I got put by Dre, you know, mostly. Then Kanye.
For sure.
Kanye. Why you put Kanye second? You know Kanye's first. Trust me, I know. Kanye's first. He tried to put Dre first. Like trying to keep it West Coast.
They got, you know, they got mostly, you know.
You can't just be West Coast. You Kanye too.
Mostly all that Atlanta stuff, mostly. You know, all that trap stuff.
Yeah, that too.
Well, real quick, Rue, he wishes we can be trapped out Atlanta.
Serio? He
But
wants
he
to
just,
be there?
he'll present us beats sometimes, and they're bad, they're nice and everything, but it's just not us, you know? Like,
Not all the way.
It does not, you know, but they're bad. Trust me, they're bad, you know? Like, he has, like he said, Atlanta, he you know, he has that, you know, like, he has that club. He can rock a club if it was up to him, you know, working with Atlanta fools, you know? But, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for us to catch it because, you know, like, you know, you already heard their list of people. It doesn't really go with that. Yeah. But when he sees that, oh, they're not, like, okay, boom, he'll bust out another one, and boom, oh, that's the one.
He already had that one in reserve.
Yeah, one in the cut.
What makes you, like, what are your influences?
And don't put Kanye second.
If you're fucking with Kanye, just say it, dog.
For sure.
Hey, Kanye a badass producer.
Dre,
I don't
that's
care.
one of my influences. Fucking Kanye. Johnny J, that's Tupac's producer.
Yeah.
That fool was Mexican.
Yeah.
Yep. Mr. D.
That's deep right there. That's
I got a lot of them, man.
That was cool. That was cool for people. I don't know.
the main one right there.
Yeah.
Even DJ Mustard.
Oh, Mustard gets off, dog. Hell yeah.
Say he's the next young DJ, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, T, he has he likes a lot of that new shit like that, like DJ Mustard type shit. He
That's
he'll
what's
pull
up.
that off.
You got that shake your booty type.
That's
you know?
what's up.
Yeah. So even with adding the producers to what we're just talking about, even they have another different
hell
thing
yeah.
going on. So that's where all that mixture comes from. You know?
Yeah. What you got? You want to pass the mic? What are you
Oh, this is a deadly weapon, dog, right?
yeah, that's we need to kill something. We need to kill something and make sure he's on it.
We gotta bring the bullets out of his
Who are your influences? Let us know.
Oh man, shit. Me basically,
Shit.
I'm on
my boy.
Shit.
Listening to my name critical. Hold on, let me just wrap it up for you one time. Shit. Yeah, pero. Alright, get in, critical. And I grew up listening to a little bit of everything and shit, but to me it was basically the way motherfuckers spit their shit, like format of everything, you feel me? Like the way they could spit a story into a flow, like the way they could just fit something dope into, like, you know, like some lyrical shit. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
That's the shit that blew me out, type shit, you know, influenced me to you know, start writing and shit.
Hey, critical.
That's dope.
Critical.
Yeah, man.
We were just some boys in the hood.
Hey, so critical. He's one of our specialists, and I do Spanish rap too. So does 750. We can all pull off a Spanish rap, but critical. He's very fluent in that rap.
Oh,
in that
no
Spanish
shit,
rap.
dog.
Yeah.
Even in English too, though, he's very like.
Oh yeah, that's
Because he's born in Mexico, you know, so he came out here, you know, like to learn, you know, school and all that. So he's very fluent with his words out here too, you know.
That's
Like he's
what's up.
very on both sides. He's
That's what's
crazy
up.
with it.
Yeah. So he's even though he's one of the newer members, and by newer I mean, you know, like the last members that joined the group in 2018. Him and 750. They fucking they pretty much shine. They shine.
You guys, you brought him in like, and it was welcome, like open arms. Welcome.
No, well, Trip. It is
I'm silent with it, like Charlie.
I brought
It's
one
cause,
track.
it's cause look, I hate that the camera. I say that fool fucker always interrupts. It's cause these fools don't tell the story all the way through. Sometimes they don't know the story all the way through, and I do, and I don't want to leave shit halfway.
Yeah.
So when they told me about him, they told me, "Hey, we got this guy over here. He might give you a run for your money, pretty much."
Oh shit!
So I'm like, what?
Damn.
Yeah, they told me we got a
Critical,
guy.
they
that's
put
gonna
that
give
weight
you-
on you, dog.
No, my nephews didn't tell me that. Somebody else told me.
Yeah,
that.
Oh, okay.
He'll give you a run for your money.
Yeah.
I was like,
People were saying
what
it.
the fuck? Like,
So
bring
you were
that
hating on him
fool,
from the
man.
beginning, dog?
I was like, bring that fool, you know, like I want
You
to
were
see
like
who this guy is. Yeah.
competition.
The day I took him at the time I was living in the hood, you know, so I took him to my pad, you know, and from there, like we probably did like 2 songs right there, and then I told him like, hey, you want to go to the other studio, you know, you want to see what's up with everybody and shit. He was like, yeah, I'm down, like, I ain't tripping. So I took him over there with everybody. I called my people to pick us up and shit. So we pulled up and he met everybody and shit. He met Lil Side, you know, everybody chopped it up and shit. From there, you know,
Hey,
it
trust,
just
when you
was
first
family.
heard him, did you believe?
Fuck, man, when I heard him, I was like, damn, that was fucking sick. I was just like, man,
Yeah.
I gotta
Well,
fuck
he's
with him. He gotta
That's
take
It was Little Trust that first did the track with him. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
did that
I gave a beat
Stay
and he
Down,
jumped
no?
on it basically too. You know, he was on the hook and
Little
everything.
Trust.
That song, I put it on my album.
You did the Stay Down one. That was the first one
That's
you ever
that
did,
song.
no?
That's that song right there.
That was the first song they ever
That's
met
what's
each
up,
other
that's
with.
what's up.
And did.
Yeah, so
it's like, damn.
he's critical, you know, it ain't just like anyone else.
Hold
but-
on, no, let's not get away from the he was your competition.
ahead of the
I want to
game.
know what you
It
thought
was
when you
tough,
first
man.
heard him.
Oh,
dog.
nah, look.
Let's
The
hear it.
song was
honest
called
with you.
Love Me. That,
not
that
getting
was
ahead of the
around,
game.
You know, that we showed them too. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
song was
let's hear
called
it,
Love
let's
Me.
hear it.
Yeah,
So,
we on the karate
So,
kid now.
you know, he came to the studio for the first time, and I told him, hey, you know, I want to get, I heard about you, I want to get on a track with you. Being pretty much, I calling him out, you know, and all like,
Let's see if you can bar for bar with me, huh?
So I mean, he dropped his verse, and I try to go as hard as I could on mine, and you know,
Were
I don't
you
know how he
impressed?
felt.
Were
I
you
was just
impressed?
when I heard him, I was like, oh yeah, this fool, he might just give me a run for my money. I don't know, like I
That's
might
what's
just
up,
put my
that's
foot in my
what's up.
mouth, man.
Yeah,
You know,
My Theo bringing verses, you know.
Yeah.
He
I went in the cut.
My Theo got three types of verses. He got verses that he'll just pop out on you if you just fucking around.
Look at
He got
Critical
verses that you
Man.
might be doing something, and then he got
He got that bag. He
He
reaches
killing
in
it.
like, let me get
He
pulled
killing
up
it.
on
Also,
that right here.
he might have came with them first with that first paper, you know.
Yeah,
and
I try to,
Yeah.
I try to like,
All right.
I try to.
Hey,
we gotta.
all I'm saying, the homie said
Pretty
he still
hard.
got him. He ain't stopped. He said, you know, it might not be
That's
the same, but he still got verses. He still got
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
He
That's
still
what's
got
up.
that
That's
heavy
what's up.
One thing I can
Homie
tell
got
you,
bars.
one thing I tell you about
Yeah,
Critical,
Critical
though,
go hard,
he's
man.
been consistent
That's what's up.
from
Very
the gate. Yeah,
consistent, yeah.
That's
he, you
what's
know,
up.
he's been
He
there,
never been
and like I
slacking.
said, like we all have our ups and downs. Where sometimes, you know, me myself included, everybody, where sometimes it's just, you know, we get writer's block or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But that's between us. That's us behind the scenes. No one can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it
nobody
because
else does
our
that
our
shit, huh?
actual work ethic, meaning albums and tracks and shit that we put
It's
out,
gonna
doesn't
continue.
show that. Doesn't show that.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
we slack it or something. It just shows that damn these fools are dropping all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah,
You know,
like
like
consistent.
We got so much music that we just like, even if we're might be slacking, we're not slacking because we got music right there just ready to come out. You know,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
yeah.
just,
So
we just adding to them
yeah,
tracks.
Yeah.
2018 from that's when Splifty told me take the next step, and I did. Later on that year, we dropped our first album as a group in 2018 September. So let's say now 18, 19, 20, 2 years and a couple months.
Yeah.
We're as a group we got 8 albums on streaming platforms.
Damn.
You know,
Just as a
in 2
group,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, and not counting all our
Solo
solo
shit,
projects.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Everybody.
because everybody has a solo project.
Everybody. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody pretty much. You know, 750 has his on SoundCloud, but
Yeah.
everybody else has theirs on those streaming platforms. So, man, I wouldn't even be able to count right now,
Yeah.
you know, or think.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's a
too
lot
much,
for
yeah.
2 years. You know.
Hell yeah. What about you, Lokes to P? Who's your influence? Or a couple of, if you have any.
Man, everything that's you know what I mean, like within the gangster rap mode, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
And hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, I listen to a lot of shit, man.
Do
like
you?
to this day, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at least now, like due to the fact that 'cause, like my uncle listen to everything, like I mean DJB, you know, Ghetto
Yeah,
Life,
yeah.
that fool listen to every types of music, you know what I mean, whether. I got memories, dog. So that shit I won't never forget. You know what I mean? Whether we went to the beach or anything, you know what I mean? Whether
Yeah,
that
hell
beach
yeah.
music,
Yeah.
that white boy music, man, that shit just make you feel good. You know what I mean?
I gotta be white boy
Like fuck,
Yeah.
dog. I love that shit, and it's
Yeah.
just that's a memory that I will never forget, man.
Yeah,
To this
yeah.
day, you know what I mean? Anything that got to do with good music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Respect to all the people that make music, good music, whatever. You know what I mean? It might be something that somebody else like. I might not listen to it, but if I do or don't, you know what I mean? Respect to the ones that make music, man.
That's
Just-
what's up.
just, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck with all types. Look, one of my big inspirations is just like, man, everything, man, everything. A little bit of everything, you know? Like, it's a little bit of everything.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
I think.
a little bit of
I
everything, man.
think. Comparing him to us, he's the one that listens to everything else. Sometimes
Yeah?
we like.
I'm gonna
we-
tell you,
because-
come on, baby, light my fire.
Hey.
Like, all that
Yeah,
shit,
we
you know,
try to
like,
keep 'em
all
alive.
that type of
On
shit,
fire.
You know why? You know why
Like,
too?
all that type of
Because
shit,
at the end of
man.
the day too, like when he gets on the mic, you don't know what the hell he's gonna
Or
come
like,
with. He could
you know what I
come
mean?
with a
Like some
fucking little
Sinatra,
chorus,
you know?
singing type stuff, or he
Yeah.
could come with a freestyle verse. But
Yeah, yeah,
you don't know what
that's
the
what's
fuck
up.
to expect from him because he just he's just in his own, you know. Like he hears a beat and he'll just be alright. And
or
record me.
Or if we're
Record
chilling,
me.
like we are right now, and you let him go to the radio and be the DJ,
Yeah.
you don't know what the fuck you gonna put.
You don't put anything on
Yeah, we
there.
like, what the fuck? Like we ain't in that mood right now. Why you putting that shit? You know,
He's like, I'm
but he
in
just
this
zoned
mood,
out because he
though.
knows music, so he's like, I want y'all to hear this shit. You know,
That's what's up. Look, Big Trust.
For
Let me know.
For me, it'll be MC8.
Damn, he
That's
went
number one
all
right
in
there
like
for
that.
him right there.
Hey,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
you guys are right. We got like a whole bunch of different
For me,
styles in
it's
there.
MC8, South Central Cartel,
yeah.
I heard that in a long
That
time.
guy-
fucking TRU.
Uh-huh.
That I go off for that, and then when I do rap, I zone out to me being a kid and growing up and seeing,
That Master
everything
P
I
right
went
there,
through,
too.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
seeing my uncle's journeys, and just growing up into all of this madness.
Yeah,
So that's kind of how I base it out right there. So
that's
me
dope.
right there.
That's what I mentioned. I just ain't gonna spit all the names, but
Yeah, yeah.
that same shit he listened to, we listen
All
to.
you guys
but
listen to
Besides that, he used to
I'm
bump that
just saying,
Master
like,
P
we
too,
got
that
crazy
Okay.
playlists,
Yeah,
man.
no limit.
We
Big
got
Trust
moments, you know what I mean? We got
Ghetto
He
D.
explained
Yeah,
himself right,
Big
and
Trust
he
was on
explains it right
there.
because he does. When he said gangster
we got
shit,
beach moments, we got hood moments, we got, you know.
but
I feel that
my
shit.
boy.
Yeah.
but it doesn't hit when he raps like when he because he has an album, right? And
Yeah,
his
two of
album
them, yeah.
is a popular. He has two, but the
One
one
of 'em
official,
was-
one is
yeah.
official. The other one,
One of them was put together.
yeah, we
in a
put it
way.
together
yeah.
because he was busted, and we try to just
We
keep his
did it,
name
we
going.
put it together
Yeah,
on
but
our own.
his official album is next to V.O.T.G, the next popular album
Yeah.
as
He's pretty
solos,
popular.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So and his album is based on it's just gangster. It's almost like me reincarnated again.
Man, that's dope. That's
you know.
dope.
So he kind of he follows the path that I put out.
Yeah.
Going back to what we're talking about when he was little, he was the first one to come to me and start rapping. So obviously he's gonna be the one that's gonna really follow those steps to keep up what I was doing. Because people tell me, why don't you do that gangster shit? But I'm like,
Man, listen to Looks to P if you want to hear that
because
game.
I'm like, well, dude,
I spit that flow right back the same way.
Yeah.
but
when I was a
Hey,
gangster,
hey, it's only
that's
one
when I
person
gave
that
you
did it the
gangster.
best,
Yeah.
and it ain't never gonna be set
Yeah.
the same. You know what
Yeah,
I
because
mean?
how can I be
You know-
42 years old still acting like a gangster, like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
standing
yeah.
on the corner?
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, man, like, dude, like.
Yeah. We'll leave that to the youngsters, huh?
Well, it's not even. I'm just like, look, just stick to my old shit, because I'm not gonna rap like that no more.
Yeah.
There's no way, like, and if you, because they're pretty much telling me there's no one doing that shit, man. Come back and do it again.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, nah, and then that's when he steps in. Not that he's doing it, he's doing it in his own way.
Yeah.
It's gutter, ghetto, gangster, but. And
I like that.
and
Gutter,
his-
my
ghetto,
three
gangsta.
names, and that's my double G.
Hey,
that's
get
my
ready for the
triple
next
G's.
album. Gutter,
Yeah.
gutter,
Yeah.
gutter,
I ain't lying
gangsta,
to you.
dog.
No, that's what it is. That's my
I
name,
like that
and I
shit.
had that name for a long time. That G, that triple G,
Hell yeah.
that ghetto gangster. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that shit is dope.
That's the name right there.
Yeah, so and him, no lie, I'm glad that he said those names that he says, because that's the way
That's
he
what he
raps.
represents, yeah.
No, he
Hey,
raps
you know,
like all those fools he just said.
MCA,
A lot of people
Spike,
like
type
him,
shit.
Big Trust, because he has his own way of flowing, his own way of his own delivery,
Yeah.
his own, and it's just gangster like that.
Whether
like
it's
that.
grimy or greasy, motherfucker, but it's
This is
You know
not
what
ghetto
I mean?
gutter,
It's-
this
I like
is
that, I
ghetto
like
gutter
that.
greasy.
Ghetto, ghetto,
greasy, and I'm grimy greasy.
But it's smooth on the beat though.
I'm ghetto gangster, and
Hey,
he's grimy and
I want to
greasy.
say, let me take another break. I got to take a piss and then we'll
Oh, yeah,
close it
let's
out
do
when we
it.
come back.
So
dog.
look the
We'll take
one
another
watching.
break
We
real
out
quick.
right now,
Yeah.
man.
All right, man. We're back with V.O.T.G, man. We had to take another break.
Oh yeah, we have to, man.
All right, I want to ask you guys about this very, very important song, the Hood Life remix, man. How did that remix come about?
Oh yeah,
I could, I could kind of tell you a little bit of how it happened. You know, the homie Travi, he actually he was in contact with Blackie or whatever, or him or the Brownside family, you know, the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
camp or whatever. But what they called, we did they wanted to do a little video in our hood or whatever, you know, and he let us know. We was working together at the time or whatever, you know, so he let us know and stuff, and we did that, you know. It was called what was that song? Always Into Something.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
video,
yeah.
we did it in our hood.
by
No,
Blackie, by Blackie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's by Blackie, like it's his song.
I thought
But-
it was on Whittier Boulevard.
No, that
He did
happened
on
on
his own. He did that part
Oh, that piece, yeah.
after he left
the area.
Like the
hood, yeah.
majority,
area.
like
Oh,
okay,
when
got
you
you,
bus
got
and
you,
all
yeah,
that,
yeah.
it's in our hood.
He told
Oh,
us, "Hey,
okay,
I'm going
okay.
to Whittier. Y'all don't want to go?" We're like, we cool. We're gonna chill.
Yeah, yeah,
We had
yeah.
already did a bunch of footage with him, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like he did it himself, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But what they called that day we did the video whatever, you know, and we were the last ones to stay there, you know, because it's our hood, you know. So we stood there with him late night, you know, and he was talking to my uncle, you know. We were showing him our music and stuff, and you know, he was just like, man, we gotta collab together, you know.
No se
and,
quería ir. He
yeah.
didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
From
yeah,
Maple
yeah.
Avenue in 27th Street, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
Our hometown, right there in our house where we lived
Yeah, yeah.
at, where we lived at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so he basically set up a collab with my uncle, you know, like, but that day never came because he died, you know, and but before that too, he set up another day, you know, so we could do a performance with him too,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, but he died or whatever, you know, and I was just like, man, you know, I was excited, you know, because we were gonna do a collab with him, you know.
For real. We're all looking up to
Yeah,
it.
we were all looking forward to it.
We're
So I was just
looking
like,
forward.
man, you know, so in my head I was just like, I heard the hood life, the hood life.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, man, that's a badass song right there. It'll be cool if we could remix it. So I like on my own, I tried to remake the beat and stuff. You know, we all did our like just like little rough draft verses.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I showed it to Blackie's homie, Spooky, his
Yeah.
boy. And from there I sent him the rough draft, and he ended up doing a verse on it too. And then he was like, it'll be cool if he sent me a message. It'll be cool if we did it in the studio, in the same studio, you know.
Fuck yeah,
So,
because you get the vibe. The
yeah,
same
yeah.
vibe.
And not only
yeah.
that,
The producer.
the
Yeah.
producer of that song,
Yeah,
he was the producer of that
Yeah, he's
studio.
the producer.
He's the owner of the
Damn.
studio.
Salas,
yeah,
D.
yeah,
Salas.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And not just that, but before, like, we even did that, like, when we did that video with him, after that, we did a video when we first met him on Maple, which was right next to our house, right there on
Yeah,
Maple
yeah.
and 27. We did that Hood Life. And not just that, after we met him again, because he wanted to do another
Yeah,
scene,
to
which we
continue
did,
the video.
continue that same video. We did it on that same, on Maple Avenue and Adams, though, this time.
Yeah.
Which was before 27.
Uh-huh.
So we did it there. And we were deep, you know what I mean? I had my little niece, my little nephews and nieces, everybody was there. You
Yeah,
know, all
yeah,
the
the
kids,
whole
everybody
family
was there,
and
you know what I
shit,
mean?
yeah.
We was chilling. And we did that, but beyond that, like, he still invited us that day to go with him. Like, I don't know if it was that day, but like within a day or a few days after that, he got a little silent. And he ended up inviting us to a boxing match, which was
Abner Mares.
Abner Mares. You know what I mean? Abner Mares, right?
Yeah.
I can explain it a little better. It's like this. To me, this how it is. This is the time. This is the time when Spliff D told me, "You're gonna need to do this. You need to do that."
Yeah, yeah.
And the first one to ever open his doors and let us in was Blackie Fontaine. He's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one that
yeah.
said, "Hey, man." He didn't even know us at that point. Like,
Okay.
Travi threw our name out there.
Yeah.
He said, "Look,
Hey, you
they're out
had
there."
new Travi already?
Yeah, we knew Travi
Yeah.
already. So he threw our name out there because he was coming to the area. So he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, if you want to connect with fools from out here,
Yeah.
it's." That's when 13 Boys was
Yeah,
had their
yeah,
new
yeah.
album, all that. And then he's like, then we got V.O.T.G. You should go tap in with them. Them fools are doing their thing too.
Yeah.
So that's when he's like, yeah, I want to tap in with them too.
Travi's from South Central too.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
he's our,
Down
his
up
hood
the
is
street.
it's a neighborhood. You know,
Down
he's
the
the
block.
neighbor. You know that it's our hood and then it's his hood.
That's
you know?
dope. That's
You know?
dope.
And then Conejo too. Not to take away from
Yeah,
Conejo, that's
Conejo.
the boy. He opened his doors too for us, and he's the neighbor too.
Yeah.
You know, hood wise. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So, but right now we're talking about the whole Blackie thing.
Yeah,
and then,
Blackie.
and when he was in the hood recording that video, which
Oh,
he
into
just
something.
went to the hood just to meet us. We
Yeah.
didn't even know he was gonna
We
do a
weren't even
video.
gonna-
yeah.
yeah.
He just said, "Hey man, we're right here deep, 13 Boys, us, him," and he's like, "Let's just do a video." And that's when he popped out with that song. We just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, he already knew Teresa Boy. He already knew them. He knew who them. He had already did whatever he did with
Yeah,
them.
they
you know what I mean?
talked with
However
them.
they met, respects to the Teresa Boys and the Brown Side family. You know. what
Were
I mean?
you guys already cool with 13 Boys
Oh
at this
yeah,
point?
yeah,
too?
yeah.
we
We
were
already
working with
we
them,
knew
yeah.
them. We
We was
knew
doing
them.
little
We
stuff
knew
with
we
them.
knew the homie Travis G for sure.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
before anything, we
Yeah,
knew the homie
Travis.
Travis G. you
Yes,
know?
sir.
That,
So-
I knew Travis
Yeah.
G for sure. You know?
Yeah.
So when we were doing all that, and then we did the video, everything kind of because it was a little buzzy there in the corner because he was buzzing at the time.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
doing
for
his
sure,
thing.
for
So the neighbors that knew who he was and all that, they showing up like, oh shit. So it was a little crowd right there, and then he was feeling good about it. We were vibing, everything was good. And mind you, we were on a hot ass South Central corner, which was our neighborhood, and he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck. He's like, I love it. I love the tension. I like the feeling. Because I was whispering in his ear every fucking 10 minutes. Hey, fool, like, if you feel like you that que ya te quieres ir or whatever,
Yeah.
let me know. Like
Yeah.
he's like, fuck no, I'm staying. Like I'm staying. I like it right here. I'm like, oh, I'm just letting you know it's hot for you know. Like, it's hot right here.
Anything could have happened throughout that.
And I wasn't there at the beginning, so I wanted to be there. And I was like calling my uncles, and they're like, "Hey, y'all right there? Yeah, Blake, I want to go. I want to go."
That's
Like, hold
dope.
up.
Yeah, that's
I was
dope.
in the hood, but I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. And somehow at the end, like later, I pulled up. But yeah, all that was going down. Like, I see you. I was Blakey. Blakey was right there with that big ass tour bus. Right on our fucking side,
That's
you know what
dope.
I mean?
I bet
like,
you that's memories,
sidewalk.
huh?
And the sidewalk right there, like a big sidewalk. So he parked on top of the sidewalk. It's not like a regular sidewalk.
Yeah,
nah.
yeah.
That shit like a fucking like 10 feet sidewalk.
That's
Yeah,
connected
yeah,
to
You know
the
what I mean?
house,
Like,
basically.
Yeah,
so he
that's
could park
dope.
that big ass trailer. He drove that shit in, and we helped him when he left. We helped him drive out. You know what I mean? Because that shit was big.
It was hard as fuck to get
Scope
out.
me out.
Those back
That
streets,
shit,
you know,
that
like-
shit gonna grain the flow of the, you know what I mean? The bottom of that shit.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Blackie, man.
Yes.
That's
Rest in
good
peace.
peoples, man. Rest
That's
in
dope.
peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
so
to
that-
all his family. Peoples.
It all, you know, at that point when everybody started leaving, you know, going home and whatever, so it was just us, him, you know, a couple of homies. Shady Boy was there.
No shit.
Yeah, he was there
Shady
too.
Boy.
yeah.
Boy.
Shady
Did he
Boy.
come out of the video?
No, he
Nah,
didn't.
I
He
don't
didn't
think
come out
so.
on the
He
video.
came
But he
later,
was
like
there.
in the night.
Yeah, he came right after we were done with the
Yeah.
video. But
Shady
he was
Boy's
posted
good
with us.
people,
He was
dog.
posted
Shady
with us.
Boy.
He was
Good,
kicking
yeah.
it there. We
So,
were there late night.
What you know, getting to where I was trying to get at is we were chilling and he told me, Blackie told me, hey, let me hear some of your shit, because mind you, he didn't know who we were at the time.
Yeah.
He just met us.
Yeah.
And never heard our music or nothing. So we started bumping shit on the car, and he's right there chilling, and he's like, hey, damn, that shit hard, you know, like he's like, you guys ever perform? No, and I'm the one talking to him, but everyone's right there. I'm telling him, nah. We had already done a little bit, the one that we put together.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we never perform outside of that. He's like, I'm gonna have a show coming and this and that. You guys want to perform? Hell yeah.
Blackie, huh?
Yeah. And then he's like, not only that, he's like, man, I feel you guys to the point where, you know, I want you guys to roll with me. I want you guys to roll my tour bus. I'm trying to start a
That's
label.
dope.
Yeah. He said, I'm trying to start a label, and I want you guys to be a part of the label. Like
That's
he's
dope.
opening his doors. You know,
Yeah,
and to
hell
me,
yeah.
at that point, I knew he was doing his thing. I knew he was, you know, obviously a lot of us that are now a part of this game, a part of this Chicano rap circle, we're not really doing much at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah, for sure.
and if we weren't.
It wasn't like that.
We weren't
Yeah.
that deep into it
Yeah,
yet. You know, he was already. you know,
For somebody to be like, I'm gonna start my label and I want you
yeah,
to roll.
he was
and
way
come with me,"
ahead of
like,
what
yeah,
I was
that's
thinking.
way-
you
yeah,
know,
exactly.
So to me, I was like, hell yeah, for like, and so me and him vibed it, because I'm an older cat. I'm thinking already trying to turn this into what we're in now. You know,
Yes.
so you know, I felt like he was the one that to teach me, because like I told you earlier, no one at that point had ever opened their doors to me, had never advised me, had never gave me no clecha on this game.
Yeah.
He was the first one to say, I got you, fool, I got you. And then I agreed with him, let's do it. But, you know, we did, like he said, he invited us here, we went here, there. We did have our little, you know, our little,
Friendship.
yeah, we did have our bond where we end up meeting here and meeting there.
Yeah.
But then what happened, and then it kind of cut everything short, obviously. And but you know, that concert that we did agree to, that we were gonna
Yeah.
show for him, we still did it.
Oh,
We
no
still
shit.
did it. Yeah, we still did it in benefit of him. You know,
That's
in his
dope.
funeral and
That's
all
dope.
that. And that's where the bond came with him, and with his family and his fan base and everything else. And no lie, I mean, after that, his fan base seeing that we were, you know, with him.
They got the okay
yeah,
from us.
yeah. They
And for
pretty
us.
much started following us, and we got a big boost in our following.
Yeah.
You know, and to this day they still follow us, because you know we still pay homage, just the way
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
still talking about him right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, not everybody does. The only reason we do it because we were one of the last ones
Yeah.
to be with him.
Dog, when I heard the remix that you guys did, dog, I was like, that you guys did that song justice.
Yeah, I appreciate
You know,
that.
sometimes
Yes.
you hear something like that, and you're like, oh
They
man,
fucked
that
it up.
shit ain't like,
Yeah, like,
it's
yeah.
alright, you know. But nah, man, you guys
the original
You should've
there.
stood off
that
that
shit up,
Appreciate you, my
dog.
boy, you know what I
You
mean?
guys
Appreciate
did
you
that.
with
Hell
that.
yeah. No, I think everybody appreciates you guys for doing that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
I think
At the end of
everybody
the day, yeah, at
appreciates
the
you
end of
guys
the
for
day.
doing that because you guys got off on that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, it felt good
I-
too. It
yeah.
felt like like we did a legit track with him. You know, we was in the same studio where he was at. You know, where he
Oh,
recorded
and I
his
forgot.
verse.
Yeah, I forgot to mention too that during all those talks with me and him, we were supposed to go to the studio. He died on a Sunday. We're supposed to go to the studio on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we never got a chance. So we always stood with that. What it would have sounded
Yeah,
like
what
a
if,
song with
yeah.
him, and
Yeah.
that opportunity came up, and it's almost pretty much like a song we did with him in spirit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
trying to get to. I couldn't get it though. I,
They had
I
his
forgot
vocals,
about that
everything
little
right there.
saying, but that's what I was trying to get to. That he invited us to that Tuesday. That it was a Tuesday or something like that. He invited us.
Yeah, I was
to.
telling these today we're going with Blackie, on Tuesday, so be
Tuesday.
ready.
Yeah, like it was
Tuesday.
already known. Like he told us everything. You know, like it was already there. Like we
Hey
gonna
man,
go.
he chose the right fucking people, dog. Like the
Man,
right people.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But you guys came into your own. You guys got everything going now. You guys took that
And we
song.
felt like that, and you know
We
what?
got
To
that
my
little-
in my eyes, in my heart, homie, I always carry that homie with me, and I will always rep him. You know what I mean? And
gave us
I
that
want to
little
get him
blessing.
tatted, but I just haven't. Like, I ain't got that type of money to get the right tats I need. But
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
get that homie tatted because that's a good homie, and that homie showed us the love he showed us.
That's dope,
I
especially
wanna
when
get
you're
him
barely
blasted,
starting
homie.
out, huh, dog? Like you're barely starting out, and
And he
somebody
did,
giving you
so
love like
you
that.
know what? Why not rep the homie dog that was trying to blow up the Chicano history? And,
Yeah,
and,
hell
every-
yeah.
and
No,
everything.
yeah,
And
He was
he-
doing his thing.
He
for
said
the
it,
most
homie,
part,
on
you know?
one of our videos or whatever it was. It was a video or like a little, like a little video. I think you know what I mean. He like, you know what I mean. Like he rapped. He was like support
Real
saluting
motherfuckers
us.
gonna take over.
You know what I mean? He like, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like on some Chicano rap.
Because anybody
type
can
stuff.
see it, dog. Like you guys fucking are so dope, dog.
Like whether they,
Appreciate
whatever
that.
they
But he
call
was
us,
one of the
you know what I
first
mean?
ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's Chicano rap, whatever, we doing
How do you feel about
everything.
that?
Whether it's Spanish, gangster rap, you know what I mean? Chicano rap, we repping because we Mexicans. I mean, so we repping the Chicano rap and then
Are,
the
what,
Mexican.
do you
know what I
guys
mean?
all agree? Everybody agrees. You guys are all
yeah,
Chicano
well,
rap or not
You know what I
Chicano
mean?
rap?
I mean, to me, there is no genre. It's just
Yeah.
music. But if that's what people
We
feel,
fit.
that's what we are. Then that's what
That's
we are.
what I'm saying.
It's
It's
fine.
what
It's
people
fine.
feel,
Like,
you know
to
what I
me,
mean?
it's not.
Yeah.
To me, it's not. Music is music. If you can make music and you can make good
know what I'm
music,
saying?
there's music and then there's good music.
That's what I'm trying
You
to
know,
tell you.
everything else, I mean, it's just talk. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Me, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Let's
I'm
say
from the
whatever
old
they
school.
call us, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm
Like,
from
it's
the
like-
old school. It don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter. To me, it don't matter. I'm from the old school. Every time I used to hear a Mexican rapper, I used to call it raza rap. That was just me.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I think
Raza
that's
rap.
dope.
Yeah.
It's
I want to
just
get off
big,
Chicano
so,
rap. I used to be a very, very big like, I'm Chicano rap. That's what I
Yeah,
am. And somebody like convinced me the other day, like I don't want to do that. Let's just do something else. Like let's just go,
Yeah.
dog. Let's just call it music or let's just get into it. Like fuck all
Yeah,
that shit.
It's music
'Cause-
because at the end of the day, if you want your shit, like it's like this. Like back in the days, like you go buy something at the swap. I mean, this is the 90s, 80s, 90s. I'm gonna say 90s because that's my era. You didn't go to the swap meet and request a certain genre. It's either you want rap, you want oldies, you want Spanish,
Yeah,
you know. So
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
they'll tell you, "Hey, where's your rap at?" They point to the section, and you fucking have to get a fucking microscope to find out what you're, because everything's mixed up. Whether
Yeah, yeah,
it's Hispanics, whether
Rap
it's
is rap.
rap
Yeah,
is
yeah,
rap,
yeah.
and
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
that's where how I see things. I don't see nothing as nothing else because
Yeah.
to me, music
The
is
president
music,
be
man.
like, fuck all that rap shit.
Yeah,
like he
it's like-
doesn't say
it's-
Chicano rap or
Yeah,
black
to me,
rap.
I'm
Yeah.
not into the politics of anything. I'm just, hey, man, we're here to make music, man. And
Yeah.
trust me, we have fans from all over, from Russia. We have fans from Italy,
It's
from
like
all
the
over the
beats.
world, man. You
It's
know?
like the beats we make, dog. Every beat we make is every beat is different, you know. And my boy Rupert Dustin made certain beats, you know what I mean? They sound trippy and they sound like new modern type, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
beat.
yeah.
Fern Dog, you know what I mean? Like Fern Dog got that old school type, and whatever that TP's got that old school with the new modern. It's just like a little bit of everything, dog. You know,
Yeah,
mixed
yeah.
in, and it's like.
It's hard to find.
Yeah,
a name
it's like,
for it.
and like, yeah, I understand that they say we do this or that, whatever they call us, because at the end
Because
of
of
the
our
day, we're doing a little bit of
ethnicity.
everything,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The new school and the old school, and really, we come from the old school, so we can't leave that out, my boy.
Yeah,
you know
hell
what I
yeah.
mean? And we can't, you know what I mean? And,
No, that's a
if we
must.
could do it or not, if it sounds the same or not, we're not trying to make it sound the same. We're doing whatever we could do with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we can't make it the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything that was back then is back then, you know, but
Yeah.
that whatever had its time had its time. And if we could continue a certain way, a certain bound, a certain sound, a certain anything, a certain feel to that shit, dog. You know what I mean? People appreciate that shit because they don't want that shit to be forgotten. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
I don't want that shit to be forgotten. I know what I know my uncles liked. I know what they vibe to.
And even when
You
it
know what
comes
I mean?
your
It's
time, you don't
I don't
wanna
want
be
that shit to be
forgotten, right?
gone. That shit.
Yeah.
I remember how that shit made me feel just seeing them feel comfortable and vibing and getting a little boogie on. Or whatever it is, you know what I mean? That shit made people feel comfortable.
Hell
dog.
yeah.
That shit's beautiful, my boy.
Most
That's a
definitely.
beautiful memory that is natural, and it's a memory that everybody that from that era knows. Maybe, like I said, a new era, we 95 to 94, whatever, 90s, the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? For sure the 90s, but it's like you got the 80s, you know what I mean? And they're the ones that you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
That's where it really went
So
down.
yeah, at the end
man.
of the day, hey, we're all Mexicans. We all rap. You know,
It is what it is.
Yeah,
huh?
it is what it is.
yeah.
You can call us what you want, but we still gonna give you the same music. It's not gonna change what we do.
Yeah.
You know, whatever genre you want to put us in, it's fine. I just know that we are Mexican. Hey, Chicano rap or whatever. It is what it is. We're still gonna keep rapping, and we're still gonna. Just like when you asked us everybody's flavor, and it turns out that, hey man, this is a mixture of everything. So
Hell
it's kind of
yeah.
hard to
Yeah.
really pinpoint them. Where should we place them at? But at the end of the day, like ain't nobody denying what we are. We Mexican,
for
we
sure.
proud. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like it's
sure.
Do a
fine.
little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
but we do a little bit of everything. Yeah.
With that said, so your guys' whole career comes, and now to present day, you guys just opened up a store, dog. Can you guys talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
the store, dog?
Yeah. Well, the whole store thing is obviously it's good for us because it gives the fans somewhere to go. Obviously, you can always do online, which we do online. But when you do an actual store where people can walk into, it gives your fans an experience that not every artist gives their fans. I mean, how many even huge artists can you say that have, you know, a shop they can
store,
walk
yeah, a
into, you
store.
know? So it is a
I
mission.
only think about Nipsey
Especially
Hussle
nowadays,
and
yeah.
Brownside. Other than
I
that,
know, yeah.
like, who really has a
so
store,
think
dog?
about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a mission, and but it is possible. It's just a matter of you. Like me, what I think about that story is I think about the future. Right now we're in a pandemic, and it's hard to keep a business going because it's a lot of people don't go out to shop. A lot of people just shop online and whatnot. They just trying to stay away from being
Yeah,
out.
for sure.
But obviously downtown LA, they don't give a fuck. They're out there wandering around still. But when that shit really when the shit really kicks up, as far as like the people that are not trying to shop online, and when that shit kicks up to the point where it starts, you know, popping for us, maybe because we do have a project. We can't speak on a project that we have in the future because it's still in the works, but it is a film project with that director.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, with that director I was talking about earlier.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, but he hasn't gave me the green light to promote or nothing, so you know. But it is a project that will bring more light to us, and not just in our genre of rap. I'm talking about like in the film industry and all that,
That's
right?
dope, dog. I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah,
homie.
so imagine, like to me, I'm thinking of that. Like when that comes out, if it does catch on, people are gonna wonder who are these guys.
For real.
They're gonna search us. They're gonna be like, oh, they have a store, or they have this, they have that, and it's gonna bring traffic to us.
Do you guys man your own store, or do you guys have workers there?
Yeah, no. Well, for now, we're manning it simply because we're still
That's
setting
dope,
it up. Yeah,
dog. I
yeah.
want to go to a V.O.T.G store and
Yeah.
see somebody from
Yeah, yeah,
V.O.T.G
for sure,
there,
yeah.
You wanna
dog.
see them right there. for
Like,
sure.
I don't want to walk in and see a fucking white dude like, hey, who the
Mandatory.
fuck are you? Where's V.O.T.G at, dog?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, brother.
what's going on, bro? Where's V.O.T.G at?
But trust me, I would want it that way simply because that tells you that it's already, boom, it's already a machine
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
need
yeah.
people there. That,
Yeah,
you
that
know?
is true,
Yeah.
dog.
So, but yeah, that's what me personally, I see it as something, you know, thanks to my partners that you know came together to do all this.
Do you guys all have stake in it, or how does that roll?
Oh well, yeah. There's a couple that you know that we put our minds together and said this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know, But like I said, I'm thinking more of a future of that. You know, right now it's like let's hold it down until that future comes, and hopefully it comes with a prize. You know?
Fuck yeah, man. I hope that shit happens for you guys, dog. A lot of people are
Patience
probably
is-
at home looking at you guys and like, man, I hope that shit doesn't happen.
Like
But
they
I
said,
hope that shit happens for you guys because that's just people hating, dog.
Hey, they said education is key.
Yeah.
Serio.
So to me, you know, the work, the what's it called? Setting up shop.
Yeah.
You know, pardon the pun, but to me, you have to set up shop. If you're really trying to go hard with what you're doing, you have to set up shop ahead of time. Like that when that shit comes,
It's
you're not
already
scrambling.
ready.
You're not
Yeah,
scrambling
yeah.
to. No, it's already set up. You know, it's
Yeah.
already everything's already in place. So that's
You're
how I see
planning
things.
for the future.
Yeah.
And we were talking off camera, and you were like, look, when this pandemic boils over and everything's open again, I'm already going.
Yeah, it's already up and running.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not scrambling
Yeah.
because all of a sudden I got a whole gang of fans or a whole gang of people trying to see about what we got going on. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
boom, go here or go there or go hit this link. Boom, everything's already in place, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you gotta be
That's
ready
so
now.
fucking dope, man. I'm fucking excited for you guys, dog. That shit is hard because you know what? You hardly see people doing the shit you guys are doing, and then knowing you guys got a project coming, like, man, anybody
got
that's hating on you
projects.
guys, dog.
We got projects. bro.
Anybody that's hating on you
Projects.
guys is
Nah,
plural, huh?
fuck that.
Plural.
And even with that being said, like anybody to me, anybody that reaches out to me for any advice or telling me, hey, how do you win? Or somebody that's paying attention, say, hey, how did you do that? How'd you do this? How'd you do this? I'll give them game, like you know,
Yeah,
like I'm not that type, like oh I did it first, so nobody better copy me. No, fool, like I didn't do nothing first. This just been out here. We just not trying to take it to the next step. And me, I'm just learning. When I see a big artist, even like Eminem, Lil Wayne, whatever, when I see them do something that's like you know like a business move or something, I'm like I know that's not just available for him. Let me research and
We
see if
can
I'm
all
able.
do
Yeah,
that.
see if I'm
Yeah,
able to do it.
yeah.
And boom, they're like everything's available. You just gotta obviously gotta have funds.
Go out and get to it. Yeah.
You know, funds is always you gotta have money, obviously. You know, but at the end of the day, everything's there for you to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're really trying to push your label or your rap group or yourself as an artist, everything is there. I'm not doing nothing out of the ordinary. I'm just Googling, YouTubing, you know, and finding out that this is the way you do it.
Man, I'm excited, dog. I want to get you guys on this fucking song. I'm gonna show you the beat right now, and I'm gonna pay you guys like studio time or whatever you guys need. However, we need to get this song done.
We got the studio for you, don't you?
I'll even pay you for your studio time though.
okay.
Like you know what I mean? Like I don't want to.
No disrespect.
Like say like you guys spend 3 hours or whatever you charge, I'll pay for it because you know that's your time, dog. You know, and I want to show you guys I appreciate you because
Thank you.
a lot of people want shit for free. A lot of people want shit for free. You know, and say you don't even charge that much for studio time. Buy beer with it. Buy whatever. Buy weed with it. Whatever you guys want. But I'll pay for
willing to
it.
work with you, my boy.
You know what I mean? Like, but still, like. Your time is something I want you to know that I know your time is worth
Hey
something.
man, to
dog.
us, and but besides that, we're music first, you know. So
Yeah,
to
hell
us,
yeah.
it's whatever idea you got first. Like to me, that talk is after if it even if we even need to have that talk. But to us, it's just like you say you got a beat. I don't hear that beat.
Yeah. It's dope. You're gonna see the concept right now. I'm gonna show you everything. Dog. This shit's dope. But is there anything else you guys want to let the people know before we roll out?
I have for the
Oh,
people,
yeah.
For the people, I brought,
Damn, you even got a bag, dog. Show the
Yeah.
people the bag first. We gotta show the people the
it's on this
bag.
side, yeah.
Damn, that shit is dope.
Let me have that shit.
Is when you guys sell in the stores, is that how you guys sell it with the bag?
I ain't even got one of those
if you go to the
motherfuckers,
V.O.T.G
dog.
store, you buy it.
Well, you
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
You get one
Yeah,
of
so
those
that's
bags.
for you. That's for you. But
We got the voice of the ghetto right here. Yeah.
But I threw
There
one-
we go.
I threw one for your.
Hey, Lokes the piece said that one ain't leaving the table
That one
right
ain't
there.
leaving
That
the
shit
table.
staying right there.
But yeah, I brought some shirts. You know, a couple shirts. You know, some pro clubs.
Oh hell
some
yeah!
stickers.
We have raffles and everything,
Yeah,
dog.
a
We
face
do giveaways
mask.
and this and that.
Okay, yeah, I seen that. So for the girls too, you know, some tops.
Damn, right
Damn! Everybody's involved
How
in
much
this
you want
one.
for that bag though?
I know, huh?
And the hat, you
That
know.
one
I
has
mean,
to-
that one has for you, but I mean, you.
Hey, how about we do this? When this episode comes out, we'll do a V.O.T.G giveaway of this bag right here, dog.
Hey,
however you wanna do
Right?
it.
Nah, right.
Good.
That shouldn't be
Yeah.
dope, dog. That shouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
Let's do that. When this episode drops, I'm gonna get it edited. I'm gonna send it out
Hey,
tomorrow.
they said they want this hat too.
Nah, you said
not
that was
this
gonna
one.
stay. This is gonna be the only red item we have in this whole fucking
was
studio.
right here,
right?
man.
We're gonna leave that there
That
because
was
Los the
really
Peace said.
Because he,
That one
he's
was
instigating
originally
it.
blessed right there.
Hell yeah.
Right there. That one.
Hey
nice.
man, thank you guys, dog.
Thank you.
I'm
my
gonna
boy.
tell you, I appreciate it, dog, because our people are gonna be appreciative of that. Because you know what, dog, like not a lot of people are able to get their hands on shit. Like you know, some of our people that follow us and that fuck with us don't have money, dog.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, so I try to like do these giveaways and try to do whatever I can, you know, to like somebody won it like last time they won a giveaway. It was like fucking Oklahoma or Idaho, and that shit cost me $60 to send it.
Yeah, just to send it.
But you know what, dog?
It's cool.
That Vato sent me a video. Was like, dog, this is the dopest shit ever, you know? And it's because it's all our people's merchandise, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine somebody getting this right here. They're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, that shit's dope because you don't know if everybody has money.
Yeah.
It don't cost nothing to do a like on YouTube and maybe follow you guys on Instagram. And that shit makes somebody's day. So we're going to make somebody's day
Oh,
with that,
we made your
dog.
day from the Ghetto Life Production.
Hell yeah.
This came
Hey, if
from
we
Ghetto
want it,
Life
hey, and if Loach the P signs that, that might be even better, dog.
But this is from the Ghetto Life Productions factory.
Right here, I don't know, dog. I don't know if Loach the P wants to sign it, but I got a marker right here, dog, for him to sign
I'll
it.
sign it on camera.
We're gonna give that away, dog.
Oh, yeah,
We're gonna do
give it
that.
away, yeah, it's
Let's
up to
do
you.
that shit.
It's
Signed by
yours.
Loach the P. We're gonna put it in this bag too, right? So when we do that, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but appreciate it. Appreciate you having us, man.
Thank you,
It's
my
an
boy.
honor. Like you said earlier, and we agreed it was a long time coming.
Hell yeah.
Simply because you know we've been watching you. You're a humble person. You out to help the community. You do music for the community.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, and we're the same. So it's like it's almost like why were we not? Why haven't
Why
we come
hasn't it
together?
happened? You
why
say,
haven't-
yeah, yeah.
And then aside from the podcast, just us, just to meet.
Yeah,
each other,
yeah,
you
hell
know?
yeah.
And to understand that hey, we you know we cool. You know what
I
I'm saying?
definitely
Yeah.
agree. You're
Yeah,
right, dog.
so,
Hey, can we get everybody to sign that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit gonna be dope. Hey, I'm low key selling these motherfuckers for $100. Nah, that is worth. Man, but I'd like to thank you guys for coming through, man. It means a lot, not only to me, it means a lot
outside,
to the
inside, wherever you
culture.
want.
It means a lot to the culture, dog. And man, I look forward to seeing what you guys got going in the future, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, my boy.
And let's not make this the first
FKM
time.
in the house.
Let's
Why
not
you
make
playing?
this the first time. Can I? You guys let Split D go to your neighborhood. Can I take my cameras and go over there and
Mandatory.
shit and do that? dog?
Mandatory.
I would like to do that. Me and my son, we do documentaries and shit, like mini documentaries, not like a big old production or anything, but whatever we can provide. You know what I mean?
We'll take you through our whole music thing that we do, everything, our studio, everything, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
you. We won't put you in no harm's way. Just you know,
Hell yeah.
we'll play it safe. You know.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dog. I appreciate that.
Best ways.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
man.
every
Yeah,
single
thank you
one of you
too.
guys. I'd like to say thank you guys for tuning
yeah.
in. This is so dope, man.
Everybody watching and the ones that's gonna watch, we appreciate y'all for your time, man. Much love
Hell
and respect
yeah.
from the voice of the ghetto. The homie
Yes,
FKM.
sir.
Thank you for
Fuck
having
yeah.
us, my boy. You know what I
But,
mean?
hey.
We appreciate you, my boy, with all the, you know what I mean? With all
Hell
love
yeah.
and respect. homie.
Hey, I hope you guys got like another 30, 40 minutes, an hour,
no.
couple hours,
Oh,
whatever
we
you
got
guys got.
all
We're
the
going to chop
time
it
in the
up right
world,
now,
right?
dog.
Yeah.
Hoping
Let's do
shot. I'm gonna
that
get a
shit.
shot.
Hell yeah.
And
hey,
if our
you
bodies
guys
could take
get
it.
ready and prepare to look out for this this on the giveaway
Hell
too.
yeah,
Remember,
hey,
we're about to
it's
do a
worth
giveaway
it.
with
It's
this.
worth
Man.
it. Don't sleep on it.
Hell yeah, and then we're
That's-
getting a hat with signed from the whole V.O.T.G. This shit's about to be dope, dog.
Hey, if we would have had a week before this, we would have had a dog. Not today.
The V.O.T.G. giveaway, the dog giveaway and shit.
They
Yeah,
gone already.
Hell yeah.
They're not gonna give away that.
Yeah.
Not
Hey,
no more.
I don't think you would have
fuck
been able
yeah.
to do it.
Oh,
man.
hey, I'd
Yeah.
like to thank everybody on Instagram. If you guys didn't know, we've been live on Instagram this whole time. I think we got like 3-4 hours of footage already, dog.
Bullies, man.
Hell yeah. This is the first time, or the second, because I did one earlier. This is the second time that we're doing
That
the
you've done
first
the live?
day that we're
Oh,
doing on
shit.
Instagram, dog.
Live
you
on
know?
Instagram?
Yeah, I've never tried it
Oh,
before,
shit,
but
man.
people ask me, you know, I haven't really
wanna
hooked
see
up the
it.
mics or do anything like that, but hey, there's a lot of people like that were.
They hear us.
Yeah. They can hear us. We're loud, dog, you know? Hell yeah. So, thank you to everybody, everybody that tuned in on Instagram. Thank you, everybody that's about to tune in on YouTube. Thank you, V.O.T.G. for coming through. I don't only appreciate you, our whole genre, our whole culture, everybody appreciates you guys. And let's not make this the first time. And, man, thank you guys. That's all I can't say nothing more.
Hey, so I gotta be on the lookout for a track coming there, right?
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Let's talk about it. Oh, with our track. Oh, yeah, the one we're talking about. Oh, for sure. Because I'm going to tell you guys why. I have a birthday coming up on the 13th of March, and I either want to shoot the video by then or release the video by then. So I want to get this shit, like, rolling really fast. I don't know if you guys have time, but we are coming out with the track, dog. Like, I really want to do this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anyways, with that said, thank you to V.O.T.G. Thank you, IG. Thank you, YouTube. Much love and respect. Stay solid and stay blessed.
Yeah.